This is St. Ardent, a city where secrets flow thicker than blood and every shadow hides someone watching. The storm is rising, the dead are stirring, and the masquerade is only as strong as the kindred who cling to it. Welcome to St. Ardent by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. The night begins now. Episode 7, The Quiet Network.
I sat with the elders long enough that the river forgot I was there. They told me that the land has always had a spirit. Not sleeping, not silent, breathing, watching. It knew their names once. It answered songs and fire and bone. Then the white men in red and gold robes came in the early 1800s. They carried a kind of power the elders did not have words for. Not prayer, not medicine, something colder, something that cut instead of healed. That was when the land changed. The spirit did not die. It twisted. It learned pain. They said it was the night walkers who stepped in, who bound the spirit so that it could not tear itself apart. Quiet followed. Safety, maybe, but quiet is not peace. The elders want the spirit freed, returned to what it was before we ever arrived, and I am starting to fear what that would mean for us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. Hello, hello. Hello. So, welcome to St. Ardent by Night, guys. I'm Tactical Pinup, and tonight's episode is episode 7, and it's called The Quiet Network. So a little recap from last 2 weeks ago, The city begins the night already shaken, still carrying the weight of an unexplained alert that ended the previous evening. Pulled into containment rather than clarity, the coterie is confronted with how careful the Camarilla manages the appearance of control. Tasked with discreetly recovering materials from the damaged wards beneath Cathedral Row, they descend once more into the space that exists solely to keep worse things at bay. What should have been a careful recovery turns dangerous when their movements draw immediate hostile attention, forcing a violent confrontation before answers can be secured. Seeking answers, the coterie turns to the Tremere Primogen Odette Mercer, only to find that she is as unsettled as they are. She claims no prior knowledge of the ward's existence and suggests they may be the work of her predecessor, Michael Alric, who met his final death years ago. Mercer reveals that she only recently discovered Ulrich's sealed office, still locked and inaccessible, and leads the coterie deeper into the Tremere Library to search on what records remain. When a second citywide alert breaks across Kindred channels, new information surfaces tying a descendant Tremere contact named Stephen to the ward system, shifting suspiciously from the past to the present. That is where we pick up tonight. And I don't think we have any announcements. We've got merch, which is soups cool. We are doing still a fundraiser with our merch. Any of the First They Came from Minnesota shirts, all of the profits from those will be donated to local organizations who are helping on the ground. But yeah, so let's jump on over to our cast. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. So last we left off, my fun friends. David, you're not here. You're not in the Tremere Library, unfortunately.
Are any of us truly here?
No.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Goodbye.
She's just like, I'm done. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I'm about 3 planets over.
I'm 3 planets over. I love it. So where we left off, David is off doing a thing. We don't know what thing. David's doing a thing. With the stuff and the people in the place. And Ernest, Isolde, and Enili and Mistress Lux are currently down in the library as Odette Mercer is standing loomingly over Stephen in this moment. And Stephen is shrinking, backing into a corner. I was just to maintain them. I don't know. Coterie, what are you guys doing?
You've done a bang-up job of maintaining the things that are breaking down all over the place.
He's a ghoul, correct? I'm assuming he's
No.
a ghoul. Cool. Mistress Lux is going to turn on awe and put on the charm. The lovely dominatrix charm.
I mean,
You know.
currently his eyes are locked on Odette, his Primogen.
What do you mean you were supposed to just maintain it?
Primogen Alric. He said it was my job. He said I was to maintain. That's it. I can't be failing. I've tried. I'm the only one.
But you're not. Do you hold. What are you if you're able to maintain wards like that?
What do you mean, what am I? Do you think...
Obviously,
And Odette looks at you and goes, I will handle my clanmates. You are not to question them in my presence.
this is going to make doing research a lot harder then. Are we getting any other messages from, say, like a sheriff?
Nope. Nope, and probably he is busy off having his own little panic session. I mean, you can shoot a text message off to him if you'd like. You're like, no.
Not gonna bother him unless I absolutely have to.
Are you sure we don't want to throw them under the bus? It's not our fault this time. We know who might be in charge of all these weird texts everyone's getting.
I mean, do we know who's in charge of the text? We know who's in charge of the wards, so that means, but
That's
You
fair.
don't know who's in charge of the text. Enili, what are you doing?
Enili is actually like brooding in the back. You can see he's grinding his teeth a bit, like at this new information, and he actually speaks up. He looks to Dr. Odette, and then over to the old man, and against his better judgment, he speaks up and says, "How do we fix it? I don't even give a fuck what we're trying to contain. I don't need to know anymore. But you're worried. How do we fix it?" And like, Enili's just kind of speaking out of turn and looks at the Primogen again after he's done speaking, as if almost like for permission, but he's already spoken.
Odette just kind of looks at you and remains silent, arching an eyebrow and looking back at Stephen. And Stephen shrinks and he goes, I don't know. Primogen Alric only taught me how to maintain them. And then one by one, those of us who knew perished. I'm all that's left.
Did he write down the ritual, at least? Is it... I know you haven't been able to get into the room to go through everything, Professor, but...
And
maybe there's something in notes.
Stephen just shakes his head as he kind of like backs away. He just... Odette looks at you all and goes... Perhaps he did. I don't know. This is highly concerning. This is information that you would expect to be passed on from Primogen to Primogen. I don't like what's going on here, and I don't trust it.
Well, he wasn't expecting to die so soon, correct?
He was put to death for betraying the Camarilla, for betraying his clan.
Then there wasn't really a hand down beforehand.
No. Not much.
Was there perhaps an area that you haven't been able to access since his execution that
His
we could
office.
possibly check?
His office.
Is it locked?
Yes. But not with your traditional kind of lock.
Oh, I love puzzles.
Would you be willing to point us in the way and we can try to unlock it?
Of course, absolutely. But I do warn you, probably the only two that would be able to are Enili and Ernest.
Do I look really concerned when that's said? Enili does, because he's not going to say it out loud, but he's questioning if this chantry has like a custodian that might be attached to a security system that's keeping us out, and he's not going to share that information outright, but like he's taking in this like, are we about to go towards a custodian of a Tremere chantry? Like, this is not good.
Well, we won't know until we take a look, I guess, so...
We can start there. I mean, if we are able to get into his office, perhaps he's left something about the wards that we can use.
Enili, you want to give me an Auspex roll to see if you notice something?
Yeah, just all specs.
Give me a little sense the unseen. I want to see if you notice this.
Sadly, I don't think I do. I rolled a 5 and a 4 for my all specs. 2 fails.
Ernest, do you want to take a look? You're familiar with the library.
Sure, what are we rolling?
You can roll your investigation if you'd like. I don't think... Do you have Sense the Unseen? I don't think you do. Or you do?
I do.
Oh, okay. Give me Sense the Unseen.
Four successes.
You begin. You can see just over the old man's head. You begin to see a weird sigil glowing on the wall opposite you. And then one by one, sigils start to pop open, or start to glow. They start to be seen throughout the room.
Ernest will, ma'am, and point Odette towards them.
Odette looks around the room and sees the glowing sigils. And she stands there slack-jawed. Why are these failing now? And she looks at Stephen. Why are the wards in our library failing? Her jaw is tight, and she is filled with anger. Stephen just shrinks down and goes, I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. I was told to maintain. That's it. I did not make these. I did not do anything but maintain. You must believe me. And Odette just crosses her arms and looks to you all. Feel free to question him. I doubt he will survive the night after this treachery.
Perfect.
Do you all that are better at the talking with people want to question him? And Enili and myself go see if the wards that are on the office are also failing?
Yes, that's probably best. Though they say not to separate, to keep as many bodies as possible together. But yes, I don't know anything about magic, so.
Same here. So I know how to hold a knife to somebody's throat for questioning.
And I know how to make them squeal. Now sit
Excellent.
down, Stephen.
Stephen just plants his ass in a chair.
Yeah.
Good luck to the
and
two of
Ernest
you.
will scuttle off to go do magic things and leave this old man handling to the lady.
Odette.
I see what you did there.
Odette gives you general instructions how to get there. It's honestly a door you guys have all passed. Those of you who are part of Clan Tremere 1,000,000 times. And you just never have taken notice of it. It's never been poignant enough. There was never a reason to go in there. There was never a reason to try to go in there. It's as though the very presence of that door kind of just removed itself from any sort of curiosity you might have.
As we're approaching this area, Enili is kind of side-eyeing Ernest. He's kind of assessing what the hell exactly is going on in this chantry, but he wants, there's questions behind his eyes, but he's thinking of how fond Dr. Odette was just treating Ernest. And he's like, this is kind of like the Tremere not trusting Tremere moment as they go to approach this door. And I'd like to just do, if I could have, I guess some kind of basic, I want to see if I can see any more ritual circles or anything that's off about this door, any of these failings that were happening with the library itself.
Are you looking for failings or are you looking for wards?
So I'm specifically like paranoid in the sense looking for wards, assuming that there is a custodian attached to whatever the hell is guarding this door. Possibly assuming the Primogen just led us to get really hurt to try to open it ourselves.
Fucking fuck it up.
Kind of searching for traps. What do you want? Could I give you like occult intelligence or classic? Do an investigation.
You know what? Dealer's choice. I will be kind. You can give me a intelligence occult. You could give me like a perception.
I'm going for occult intelligence because I'm just looking for like wards that I knew were attached to important places in the other chantry that I was in. So I'm just gonna do that, but I'm essentially looking for traps, honestly. You know, I'm like, okay, is this gonna fucking kill us? And I actually rolled 5 successes.
You rolled 5 successes. Excellent. So, as you approach the door, I mean, this is a chantry. There's fucking magic. There's blood sorcery everywhere. But with 5 successes, you pick out 2 wards on the door that should anybody try and enter would cause catastrophic damage to that person. You don't know exactly what that damage would be because especially on the door of a Primogen, like there is some blood sorcery fuckery that they are messing with. You can identify it's blood sorcery. You can identify that it gonna hurt if you don't go about it the right way.
So Enili like kind of leans in and bends over a bit, you know, I guess a little Jack Skellington style. He's trying to look like he knows what the fuck he's doing. But when he leans in and does that, he kind of eyeballs it and then looks over to Ernest and does the classic point and goes, all right, I think I found a ticking time bomb to an extent. This looks like some nasty fucking work. Apologize for my language in such a, place. But I'm essentially just trying to point it out to him. And have you ever seen any work like this? I mean, you've been in this library longer than anyone I know. Anyone willing to talk to me?
I mean, wards that deal a bunch of damage if you're not keyed to them makes sense. It's the kind of basics, so. The hard part is getting around them. Normally, you don't. You get the person who's supposed to go through them and tell them to take it down. We don't have that option. So we've got some choices. We can try and out-magic it. Don't think any of us are doing better sorcery than a Primogen. Can also just run into it till it runs out of power. That's also not fun. But those are kind of the big options. I don't really feel like taking magical damage to the face, but it might be what we have to do to get in there.
Doesn't sound good at all. And you think there's no way to trick it either? We couldn't make it think that we're a Primogen in a sense? We'd probably need his blood or something.
Yeah, we would definitely need him. I would imagine that the ward is pretty keyed to him himself. But I mean, we could take a look. I don't have the best for blood sorcery. Ernest is not a blood sorcerer. He was an investigative reporter, not a finger waggler, nose twitcher kind of Tremere. So
you were in a.
my sire was here, she could have probably made like some kind of duplicate of him or something. And I just like say that and let it linger. But like I have no, Enili has no idea either. And he thinks about it. Like the best Enili can do is, what, do I throw some fucking acid at this? I could try to disrupt the ward, but I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just randomly cutting wires in a bomb. You know, I'm sure it won't go bad for us.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong as the storyteller is looking up things? Is that what you guys want to do? You wanna try and cut some magical wires?
Can I take a look at it with some occult to see if I can try and figure out anything else about it?
Sure. Yeah, give me intelligence plus occult.
We are gonna blood surge because this is important.
We're gonna blood surge. Do you get hungrier?
Okay, we got hungrier. We did get 5 successes, so
Good goddamn. So what, you're at 3 hunger right now?
yeah.
You are at 3 hunger. I get to Ernest 3. So you got how many successes?
5.
Oh yeah. You know that this looks like some perverse... Well, one of the wards looks like some perverse, like, take on Scorpion's touch.
Okay, that makes some sense.
That's one. And then the second one is also kind of almost a perverse abomination, but you can pick up some common characteristics. This one reminds you, but you don't understand it. Like, it reminds you of Cauldron of Blood, but in ward form.
This could be super gross. Alright, so what it's gonna do is hurt, and then hurt a whole lot.
It's gonna paralyze you.
Pretty much gonna sit there, and then your blood is gonna be on fire.
Yeah.
So not entertaining, not something we would like to go through. And more painful than getting shot, I would imagine too.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So maybe don't brute force this. So we could find someone else to brute force it for us. Like that guy that they're gonna kill anyway.
Ah, Steve.
I mean, they're gonna kill him anyway, right?
Us
guess so.
or
Well, the Primogen did say that he's not gonna survive the night anyway. We might
Above
as well
the
put-
table, as much as the Tremere aren't like, because the tower fell, right? They're not super like, oh, this is gonna be secrets. No. Odette, however, I'll drop this little lore for everyone. Odette values loyalty and honesty. And the fact that he lied to her and jeopardized the entire chantry, who she oversees. Yeah, no, he fucked up. So even if the Camarilla doesn't kill him, she will find a way to kill him. That's above table for you all.
Yeah. Like the reward's more complex than anything I can do. As I said, I'm not really that kind of person, so we might go back and see. You know, we at least know what it does, kind of. So that's at least something. Go see if they got any other information out of him. We know where the door is now, so.
I just rolled my own composure etiquette for the hell of it, because Enili has actually felt Cauldron of Blood, but he's not gonna share that. But like he kind of winces when Ernest is explaining it, but he's looking at these wards with almost like a gross interest. He's almost like studying them as he says that, and then looks over to Ernest and says, "All right, sacrificial lamb then. I'm not trying to get hurt right now.
Yeah,
and if he's gonna die anyways."
You guys as Tremere would be very interested in this because it is definitely not common, and it's not common that you would see things like these abilities of blood sorcery to be attached to a ward on a physical object.
Also, it's kind of like leaving a live armed claymore in the hallway that we all walk out around.
You guys are fascinated, terrified, and shocked all in one. Because, like, even with your limited knowledge of blood sorcery, you guys would understand that it would take a significant amount of time, energy, research, and experimentation to be able to develop something like this.
Also for it to still be around. He's been dead for a while.
Yeah, he's been dead for 60, 70 years, something like that.
Yeah. For a ward to be powered that long means tapping into something besides just blood sorcery.
Yeah.
So
He
probably tapping into the city stuff anyway, so.
He fucked around. And these are things that you guys would pick up. And like with your even with limited knowledge of blood sorcery, you guys would sit there and go, we are dealing with something much larger than perhaps we are capable of dealing with to get into this room, but we need to get into this room. So
I look to Ernest as we're walking back because I don't want to keep the others waiting too much longer for their interrogation. I don't know if you're any good with woods or anything, but we might have to ask Odette if we could do some kind of maybe some kind of contingency plan in case we do push this sacrificial lamb into their final death. I mean, if it's this intricate, there could be a failsafe. I wouldn't think it's gonna just, you know.
Yeah, I would much rather have her take a look at it and make the call than. Yeah, I mean, we could fiddle around with it. We could definitely set it off. I just don't see us enjoying that process or being much use to anyone else as we are in recovery from that. So.
Yep. Back to the library.
Yeah, maybe they'll shake some hands with that old man. We'll get, a way to get out through this.
yeah. So you guys head back to the Tremere Library. And you head down the grand staircase that leads you back, and you head back into the northeast corner of the library where Odette and Mistress Lux and Isolde are surrounding Stephen, who already was a small, frail-looking old man. He somehow looks smaller.
Now, Stephen, I don't want to hurt you. I don't like hurting people who don't pay me for it. But I will. And so will Isolde.
I'm playing with my new army knife I took off one of the hunters. Oh, yes. Yes.
Isolde, as you flip that army knife around, your little skull that's tucked away starts murmuring at you. Sharp and pointy, stabby, stabby.
Well, that's right, Scully. Very sharp. Very new. Very stabby.
And
What is going on here?
Stephen is just shrinking. He's just shrinking.
If the city's wards are failing and your library's wards are failing, either you're dying and sucks to suck for you, or there's something more powerful than whatever was concocted, breaking them down. When was the last time you maintained the wards?
Yesterday, and I didn't get to all of them. It was never intended to be a single person's job.
Where was the last ward that you maintained?
It was over in the Anarch territory. I hadn't gotten there in like 3 months.
And you didn't think to bring this up to your Primogen?
I was told never to.
By a dead man?
Yes.
So you are more loyal to a dead man than your Primogen?
He respected the old ways.
What else did he tell you not to tell your current Primogen?
That's it.
Why were you not allowed to tell anyone?
Because it was my job. It was our job. All of us who were taking care of these wards, no one was ever to know.
She's gonna grab his neck. She's getting bored and just pierce his neck with her nails. You are a coward. Do you understand that? Instead of asking for help, were you bound by blood to not tell anyone?
He just looks away.
You were. You were bound by blood, by a spell to not tell anyone until something went wrong. One of the wards in here was binding you, correct? She'll loosen a little bit. She still has her hand on his neck, but she'll loosen just a bit.
We were bound to the city.
So the less of you there are, the more likely things were going to fall apart. And you're old as fuck, so you're going to die, probably. So the wards are failing because of you. And you were bound in a blood ritual, right? Right?
We were never meant to die. We are kindred. We were all kindred.
But the more of you that died, the more likely you were going to die.
No, the more likely the wards were to fail. That is why I tried to keep them up.
But instead of telling your Primogen that you needed help, you decided to stay true to a dead man.
How was she supposed to help? How?
She's gonna release her hand. Are you stupid? I thought Tremere was supposed to be smart. The more people that learn the ritual to help maintain the wards.
I don't know the ritual.
Then how the hell do you maintain it?
Maintaining is different in each ward. We all had a section.
How did you learn everybody that died's
I
ritual?
didn't. I improvised.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a moron.
If you think name calling is going to do anything.
Stab him.
Odette
All right.
stops you.
Don't.
Odette puts her hand up.
I wasn't going to do it anywhere.
Not until either I give permission to harm him or the prince gives permission.
Prince
We
is
are-
going to rip his fucking head off.
You're correct. And she might just let you do it. However, we have protocol for a reason.
Fine. But you
Steven.
improvising rituals, and I'm not even a magic user, but improvisation of something so important is going to get everyone killed. You do know that, right?
For someone who
sensed it,
doesn't
probably.
For someone who doesn't understand blood sorcery, you sure talk a lot.
I can't wait to see your head ripped from your body. You know that, right?
You're going to look like Skelly.
And I'm sure your head is going to be put on a pike in front of everyone.
And what keeps these wards at least semi up dies with me.
Then tell us the ritual.
No.
I'm going to look at the Primogen. Like, can I? At least in the arm or something?
In the leg.
Something.
Odette glares down at him and says, cut off his ear.
Interesting choice, but all right. And I'll move.
Which
grab
one do
of
you
his ears.
like?
Either. Which dealer's choice.
He's an old man, so they're very wobbly. Let's see. And I'll go for whichever one is longest.
Roll a d10.
That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, no. We're gonna use my new roll command.
Nice.
Oh. 3.
1 to 5.
What, 3?
I was gonna say 1 to 5 is left.
So left.
6 to 10 is
Perfect.
right.
By the way, chat, you all can roll a d10 if you'd like. There's a cooldown timer on it, but feel free to have fun. Also, Red Skull, I did see you cash in that
With steady nerves.
the Steady Nerves card, and you said David. So David, you, my good friend, get to... Hold on. Let me see. You get to restore a willpower point. So if you have...
Good. I was down 1, I think.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
You get one back. Ta-da!
Ear cutting time.
Yep, so Isolde, you're gonna go cut off. Perfect. Cut off the left ear. You think taking my fucking ear... He's changed his demeanor, by the way. Like, very noticeably. He is not the meek old man that you thought he was.
You're useless.
Well, we start with the ear.
No.
But there are other
You're the
places.
one that's useless. You need me. I'm the only one that knows how to get in that office. I'm the only one that knows how to maintain my wards.
Which ward do you maintain?
I maintain several.
Which one were you assigned at
Wouldn't
first?
you like to know?
I would.
I would.
Congratulations, now you know what it's like to want something.
Primogen, can I
Something
stab
you'll
him in the
never
leg?
get it. She looks at you, Isolde, and gives you a short nod.
I'm stabbing him in his leg.
Cool. Why don't you give me a dexterity melee?
Ooh, 2 things I'm good at.
Give me
And then-
a little dex, a little melee.
What is a knife? A +1?
Knife is a +1. Like a combat knife, yeah, a +1.
Yeah.
6 successes.
Jesus fuck. You know what?
So
He's not even
old.
gonna try to dodge that. No, thank you. Can you please describe to me how Zold drives the knife into his knee?
Fuck. Let's see. I'm going based off of my video game knowledge here on how I'm gonna do this. But I think it's Jade from Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like flip the knife and just drive it straight down the middle.
Okay. So you plunge your combat knife into Steven's knee, and as the tendons and bone split, you just hear this as it slides through his leg like butter. Do you leave it there or you pull it out?
I'll leave it there for now and just kind of like twist it to add on a little bit more pain.
Every time you twist it, you're... And he just goes...
What? What? Lord, do you maintain? What section? What were you assigned, Stephen?
I am not breaking for you. I didn't break for those who are better than you. I will not break for you.
Tremere and the... No offense, Professor. Tremere and their high and mighty standards of I'm better because I can do magic. Whatever. Who has... Oh, that's interesting that you say it that way. Who has tortured you to get that information? Was it hunters?
No one has
Perchance.
tortured me to get any information about these fucking wards.
I feel delighted we're the firsts.
Now the
But you will
question
get nothing out of me. And he spits blood at you. Do you want to give me a dodge?
Yeah.
Probably wise.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because it's... Yeah. Yeah. When you say it like that.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to give you a good
Athletics?
story. Yes.
I'm gonna arouse the blood.
This is Dex Athletics. Do a little dodge roll.
I get hungrier. Cool. Cool.
So we've got 2 that are up to 3. Cool. Tight.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So that's gonna be all that. And then that. Whoop. Oh, that's... Well, I don't have 0. That's 2.
2 successes.
Yeah. No, 3. Sorry. Let's wait for... No.
Oh, you lucky little bitch. You are so lucky. I only got 1 success because I rolled 5, 5, 2, 2, 8, 1, and a 6.
Nice.
You lucky little shit.
Sweet.
So you managed to dodge out of the way as the blood comes sailing past you and lands on the table behind you. And the table begins to corrode.
You little shit. And she's going to full on backhand him.
Blood sprays from his mouth onto the floor where it sizzles and bubbles and pops.
Hearing that, I'm gonna remove my knife just in case.
Okay. You pull it out of his leg and goes. Enili, you have corrosive vitae, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. You would recognize right away what he did.
Oh, so I am watching this? I'm in the back?
Yeah, you came down the stairs and you saw this.
So I'm sitting there and I'm not intervening because I don't want to break up the interrogation, right? But may I cast unerring pursuit on Steve just in case?
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes, you may.
Smart.
That is a good one.
Love that.
I love that power.
Such a good power.
Luckily, I got a single success out of the nice dice pool that I have, but I got a single success with it. So, and there's no
Perfect.
rouse or anything for it,
Perfect.
thankfully. But he can roll a wit's awareness to catch a glimpse of me if I'm chasing him at any point, just for the back of your head.
Perfect.
So, you think you thought you were going to try to what? Spit some blood and make me dissolve into a puddle? I don't think so. Stephen, I was being nice. Now, I don't want to be.
So was I.
Professor, you know the work I do. Can I just utilize some of my lovely little skills?
As long as you don't kill him, I don't see what the problem is.
Oh no. I'll just make him want
I've always
to
wanted
die.
to watch one of you work.
Perfect.
She
She's gonna
leans gracefully up against one of the pillars that's nearby.
She's gonna step back a couple paces.
Mhm.
And as always, mind you, it's a new one. Gonna pull out her whip.
Okay.
And she's gonna kind of do the Michelle Pfeiffer whip flick from the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
cat.
Yes. Yes.
Like an impatient cat. Stephen, every time you misbehave, I'm going to make this worse. Do you understand?
Give me a composure resolve.
Composure?
Mm-hmm.
What is he trying to do, that little fucker?
Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Gonna use a willpower?
Okay. Do it to it.
Ooh. Hold on real quick. That is 1.
Yeah. He just rolled 5 successes to dread gaze you.
I'm sorry, what did you just fucking say?
He just rolled 5 successes to dread gaze you.
What the fuck does that mean?
Dread gaze. He makes you utterly terrified of him. You don't want to be fucking near him right now. He is the scariest fucking thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
I don't like that at all. I think when the dread gaze hits, like, she sees a flash of like her
So you would either fawn like like you would fawn like one of your subs would, or you would flee in like near frenzy.
Oh, that's not fun.
Or like if you were staring, it's the same as like you would have to do a Rorschach, like the same as if you were attempting to walk into a burning room.
Oh, fuck.
That's the level that he is, the fear he is putting into. Just you. Everyone else in the room.
I had awe on. Would I have been able to add that to my composure resolve?
No.
No. I wasn't sure. Fun. Okay. I think like as soon as like his eyes lock onto hers and he like does this, she sees probably like the same thing as the night prior with the hunter, and she's like, and runs towards Enili and Ernest to leave.
I think I'm gonna try to block her.
What just happened?
Let me leave.
Tried to
Get out of my
say
fucking
I was
way.
Nothing.
Enili, we should let her go. That'll take a minute to wear off.
Let me out.
I look questioning for a minute, but I let it.
You have
go.
since the unseen. Yeah. You know a power of the blood was used.
All right.
He did something that made her freak out. She'll be fine. She can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I think she'll just run out the door and get to the car and like sit in the car with Grace.
Grace looks at you. Mistress Lux, are you okay? What's going on in there?
You fucking hate the Tremere. Their stupid fucking powers. Ah. Don't worry, it will wear off.
Just out
allegedly.
Dreadgate's presence. It was just out-presenced by an old Tremere man.
Yeah, you just got out-presenced by an old Tremere man. He didn't even do any blood sorcery on you. He could have. I was being nice.
Is it okay as Mistress runs by if I walk up to Steve and look to Dr. Odette as if like looking for an approval to approach?
She just
Enili walks up and he like looks over Isolde and like looks at the knife, but he looks to Steve on the chair really quick and then past him, and he actually walks up behind Steve, and I'm gonna start stripping him. I'm gonna take anything he has off of him, honestly, if I gotta get him naked in a sense, because he's a Tremere. And like I see how they were interrogating him, but I don't trust this guy for a second. He could have a bauble or some kind of ward in place that he might be. So I'm gonna start literally ripping his shit off. And if he's got jewelry or anything, I'm taking it. Not like personally, but I'm gonna try to remove it without looking at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quickly, Mistress Lux, this experience of being out-presenced and dread-gazed by a Tremere.
I saw it.
Sucks one of your willpower away. You feel small.
She hasn't felt this small since whenever she was taken under, like...
No, she hasn't.
She's just like, oh, you fucking asshole. I can't wait. Like, literally in her head, she's like, I can't wait to see that fucking head ripped from his body. I cannot fucking wait. I will dance on his motherfucking body. But yeah, I'm assuming that's an aggravated willpower mark.
No, it's just regular.
Just
regular.
superficial.
Just superficial. You just
Okay,
lose
good.
willpower.
Aggravated would be so mean.
That would be so mean, and I'm not giving
Giving
my chat
aggravated-
the power.
Getting aggravated willpower damage back is so difficult.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let chat completely destroy you, but you too, chat, can help me storytell at home. If you purchase a Streamloots card pack and play a card, and it's fun, as Ricky can tell you, it's fun.
While Nelly is stripping an old man in the library,
You just see saggy old man boobs.
Ernest would speak to Odette. The wards on the office are extreme, seeming to be something akin to Cauldron of Blood.
She just
So
looks at you.
If we don't want to just, no, I don't have the ability to disarm them, so throwing someone into them might be the best way. But there is another option that is probably just as questionable. We do have possession of a holy sword designed to destroy vampire things. It might be able to just cut through the wards.
Why
It won't be
not?
fun to use, but
Why not both?
yeah.
She reaches out and touches your cheek very softly with elegant long fingers. Let me see if they're done playing with him.
Of course.
And she turns and looks back.
And Nelly's just got
To
done
Enili.
taking off his like shoes.
I'm turned
Just
away,
ripped
like
out.
gagging,
Ran
because
this
I
old
don't
man
want to
for
see
you.
an
There's
old
just like
man.
wrinkly
No.
old man there with like old man saggy boobs, just sitting there.
Do you want some kind of roll for like searching him for baubles?
Sure.
The baubles are out. I mean,
The baubles are hanging there right on his chest.
Just wearing those like old socks with the little sock garters, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. And like the oversized but stained boxers.
Damn it, Enili, you could have warned me before stripping an old man.
You just interrogated the Tremere without going through any of these procedures. He could have fucked you up. And I'm like saying that as I'm like just pulling his shit off. Like he's exposed. I don't know what kind of role in VTM should I do for like manipulation.
You just do like a perception investigation, wits investigation thing.
Investigate this old man.
Investigate
Yeah,
his
investigating.
pockets.
I'm honestly looking to see if he has like any kind of visible wards in place that I would see, or just any kind of weird jewelry or tattoos that might alarm me. And I got 2 successes with that.
He's wearing an amulet.
And I don't like take it and like hold on to it. I'm like folding his clothes up and setting it to the side, and I'm putting the amulet on top. I do touch it. Hopefully nothing happens, obviously, if I'm taking it from him, but I'm like setting it and putting it right to the side, and I'm not even offering it to the Primogen, but it's there in the sense of like, here it all is.
Yeah. Give me a composure resolve.
Do better than me.
So 5 successes.
God damn it. That's better. That's better than Mistress Lux. You feel a twinge of pain in your palm as you hold it, but you aren't in contact with it long enough for it to really do anything or hurt you. You suspect that it probably could with prolonged exposure.
I'll just set these things aside for review later, my Primogen.
She nods. Careful. But yeah, you don't find anything else. I mean, you find what you find in like a typical Tremere's pocket, like some chalk and like some like spattering of like salt or something, like just basic bullshit components.
And this is nothing like overly. I'm not putting on any show. Enili is sitting there being like thorough and professional in a sense. Like it's almost as if he's done this before to a salubri back in Buffalo.
Of course you'd throw that out there. Oh, I still got trauma around that. Anyway, so Steven is sitting there naked. Well, not naked. Boxers that are stained, and the like halfway up the calf socks that have like the little garters on them and shit.
But buddy, you don't have biological process anymore. How are your boxers stained? What have you been doing? Ernest is just confused over in the corner, waiting for someone to come back with things.
So what are we doing with him? Now that you've stripped him of whatever dignity he has.
A lot less than the prince is going to do to him.
Maiming, perhaps? Well, I've kind of already maimed him. More maiming, perhaps.
Won't even have to go to the prince. Primogen has right of destruction when it comes to their clan. So.
Mm-hmm. She's just standing back, watching.
So I ask again, what are we doing with him now?
I think that a fitting end for his treachery is to drag him up to the office that he wants to so desperately keep shut.
Sounds like a good plan.
Who knows? Maybe if you're useful, you might buy a few more nights.
If he
And I
survives.
kind of hoist him up when I say that, and I'm like kind of looking to the others like, lead the way.
Who's grabbing Steven? Because he's not going to go willingly.
Yeah, I actually am. I'm gonna try to juke him up and just hold him very firmly, both hands behind his back, cop style. Would you like some athletics or strength and some?
No, he's an old man. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Me and my one strength are not frog marking anyone.
He's probably limping by now anyway, because I stabbed him in the knee.
Oh yeah,
Not going nowhere.
He's got a little blood on his knee. Ernest, you're a little hungry there, my friend.
Yeah, but eating a Tremere is bad.
And eating a Tremere is bad.
Well, eating vitae is bad. That's not blood, that's vitae. So we're good for the moment. I'm sure we'll get there.
So you guys drag him up to the office. And you guys are standing in front of the door where the two wards are. What do you guys do?
So I don't know about magic and shit, so do I need to step back? Or am I good where I am?
Oh no, it's not like an explosion. It'll just hurt whoever crosses the wards. But that is on the Primogen on what our next step is. And that I'm not going to presume that I can order the death of another kindred.
Oh, you guys guys are so fucking lucky. Okay. Odette looks at you and smiles and goes, and then moves over to Stephen and runs her nails along his jaw and grabs his face and goes, if you want to tell me how to get into this office, I might let you live. Your little tricks don't work on me, do they? And he just glares at her. Do you have the sword ready?
Yeah, if she had wanted me to run it, I would run back to the office, get it, because we had put it in that chest. I remember that kept it from feeling.
Yeah.
So Ernest would go get it and come back.
Okay. I want you to impale him on it so that he cannot run, and push him through the door.
Cool. Ernest will try his best. He's not good at this, but he does have a conviction of find out the truth, even if it hurts, and this is gonna hurt to wield a holy sword.
Give me dex melee. I'll be nice, because I could make
Cool,
you do
that's-
strength.
That's 2 dice instead of 1.
Right.
Oh,
I could make
can't
you
help. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna blood surge on it.
I could make you do strength, but I'm not gonna, because
Yeah.
that seems mean. Hopefully you don't get hungrier, because then you'd be sitting at 4.
Well, let's see what the dice say.
Dice gods. One time, dice gods.
Didn't get hungrier. Did get 4
Yay!
successes. Every dice came up a success.
Yeah!
Now, what does wielding a holy sword do to Ernest as he stabs a man with it? It's the fun question.
Give me composure resolve, please. We'll see how bad this is gonna
Is
hurt
that
you.
full willpower or remaining willpower?
No, composure resolve.
Okay.
Yes, composure resolve. Yeah. Let's just fucking see.
2 successes.
Hold on. All right, you're only gonna take 1 point of aggravated damage.
Ow. Yeah.
It gonna hurt,
Oh, yeah. That makes
but
sense.
it doesn't hurt
As-
as bad as it could have.
As true faith burns me for using this. So
Yeah. You're you are one of the walking damned. Yeah, using a holy sword is going to hurt you. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt our little friend here, Steven, a whole hell of a lot more. As you grit against the pain that begins to sear into your blood, that it's also laced with this overarching feeling of worthlessness, inept, and as the pain sears through your body as you rouse the blood to have the ability to push this blade through Stephen, it's as though using this sword calls up every insecurity that you have about being a caitiff. about it being a sign of the end times. And as the holiness emanating from the sword leaches out up your hand, up your arm, and through every vessel in your body, you can feel the insides of your arteries become scorched. But through the pain, you push harder, and you push through Stephen, and you push that blade into the door and suddenly Stephen becomes rigid, unmoving, hanging on this blade, his body unable to move a muscle. His eyes bulge wide and dart between you, Ernest, and Enili, and Odette, and Isolde. And as he crosses the threshold to the wards, you guys, Enili and Ernest, you guys would recognize some of the effects that blood magic has on a person, because you guys have been around it and worked around it, and so you would start to pick up on some of the telltale signs, and you would notice a faint glow from the door, but somehow the glow is fracturing like glass, like spidering out. And Ernest, as you push harder towards the door and you grit your teeth and just bear the holy pain that you experience, suddenly you all feel a release of energy as the door collapses inwards and Stephen begins to turn to ash, and he falls away from the sword, crumbling to the ground. I need Ernest, Isolde, Enili, and Odette are going to have to do a composure resolve here. So I'm going to roll for Odette.
Is this a willpower roll? Like a resist frenzy type thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
0 successes.
Because the reason I ask is willpower rolls like that use remaining willpower, which I only have 3. If I get to use my full composure result, it's all 6, which I want.
Yes, it is. I will let you use all 6. You're totally fine. It's basically how well can you take some psychic damage right now? Or do you take psychic damage?
Yeah, I got 0 successes.
Psychic damage terrain is Isolde's favorite terrain.
Yeah. Isolde loves being on that psychic damage with the Madness Network. I'll
Hey, so
I'll mess with yours in a second.
good news, bad news.
Okay, great.
No.
I got 4 successes because it's a critical, but it's an unfixable, messy critical.
Oh,
'cause
no.
Both the 10s are in the hunger dice. So I probably don't take those that psychic damage, but something else is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Holding this holy sword is probably not helping me at all.
No, it's not. Ooh, let me think on that one.
Hey, seek the truth even when it's painful. It turns out
It's gonna hurt.
I love convictions. They're fun.
All right. Enili, how many successes did you get?
4 successes.
God damn it.
I've seen some brutal shit from where I'm.
I know. I was like, where's Enili's where is Enili's bestial failure when you need it?
It's Enili's sitting there smoking a cigarette. First time.
This is your first time experiencing mental damage?
That one meme of the gallows. First time.
They would have done
time?
the same to me.
Okay, so Isolde, as this blast from the door hits you. The Madness Network screams in your ears. And you are knocked backwards onto the ground where you, my friend, are stuck in your worst nightmare in this moment. What is the one thing that scares Isolde?
Probably being left behind.
You are stuck, hallucinating in this moment. You see yourself on the streets of London, a small child. And there's a cart with your parents rolling away from you down the cobblestone. And as much as you try to get up, you're unable to. As much as you try to scream, no sound escapes your voice. And you are stuck in this moment. Ernest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your conviction is that of, I will find the truth, even if it hurts. And though you don't take any damage, by the way, Isolde, you will take one superficial damage. Not aggravated. Though you don't take any damage, Ernest, your beast, is it your hunger? Is it holding on to the blade? You're not quite sure. But something is lingering within you. A constant memory of being told that you are nothing, that you're stupid, that you're small, that you're an abomination, that you're a failure. And for the rest of the scene, you will be combating that inner monologue.
Yay.
Yay.
We love a good self-destructive compulsion. So.
We do. We love it in this house. The door's open. Stephen is a pile of ash on the ground. Mistress Lux, by now you would be composed if you wish to come back into the chantry.
I think when he dies, there's this calming effect that comes over her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, obviously they are done. Or it finally wore off. I don't know which one, but stay here. Try not to cause trouble.
Affectionately, Grace touches the side of your face and goes, I will be here for what you need. And sits
She'll just
back.
hold her hand and go, I appreciate that. And just get out of the vehicle, kind of make sure she's composed, whip on the side again, and just kind of, she's turning into like her angry old punk self once again, and it's just like, if this motherfucker ain't dead, I'm gonna fucking kill him myself. Just I don't care. I'm ripping off his fucking head myself.
Perfect. So yeah, as you come back in, you can hear the echoing down the hall of your coterie members. If you want to follow the sound, it wouldn't be that hard to find them.
Also, the scent of burnt, vampire.
Yeah, burnt vampire. She'll probably come in and be like, all right. And like, not even, maybe it like hits her tongue more than anything because she doesn't need to breathe. And she's like, well, that answers that. And sees them probably on the outside of the door whenever she walks, figures out the best way to get to the library and bumps into them.
Yep. Perfect. Excellent.
Ernest still kind of clutching that sword with one hand that is just like burnt and scorched. Because it's definitely feeding into the, you are like his own compulsion and beast saying that he's not strong enough to withstand this. And then the sword telling him he's damned is not a fun feedback loop that he's stuck in over here. So
yep. And when you enter in to see your coterie, Enili is just standing off to the side, NBD, right?
Enili say that there's a pile of ash. Ernest is slowly cooking, and Isolde's just on the floor.
Yeah, Isolde's on the
floor.
She is literally on the floor in fetal position.
She'll just look at everyone and then look at the professor and go, what happened? If you don't mind me asking. Why is
even
most of my coterie despondent?
Odette is hunched over and has her hand up, covering her eyes, and goes, psychic damage.
Oh, fun. Well, that explains a lot.
And
I think she'll just look at the pile of ash and just go, "Ugh," and she'll spit on it. She'll like have to cause it, but she'll probably bite her tongue and like spit her own blood and be like,
I could be real mean and make you rouse the blood right now, but I'm not going to because I love it.
Just like,
yeah, perfect.
Full hocus pocus one moment. All right, what is in the room? Since she's the only one not take.
So
she took different type of psychic damage. She's just like,
you'll see the door that has been fractured in half, long ways, laying on the floor. And as you peer into the office, it is almost pitch black in there. But from what little light of the hallway that you can see, everything is coated in a thick layer of dust. This room has not been opened in 75 years.
probably smells rank.
There's
also like books.
Yeah, there's a smell of old books and dust.
Oh. All right. If reaching in, that's not going to happen to me, right? If I reach in and turn on the light, and she'll like look over to Odette. We're good? Right?
There's probably not a light switch, but
I mean, there's... Okay.
everything's got fucking candles in this place.
Don't you
And
all
mage
have,
lights.
don't you all do witchy woo woo? Make the...
There's no guarantee, but it's open. Nelly says, and
You see Odette conjure a mage light in her hand and float it up into the office.
I want to step with Mistress Lux because it's like no big deal, but I kind of want to. I'm gonna step over to Isolde and, like, not in a caring way. I'm gonna kind of juke her by her collar, but I'm gonna like rearrange her up by the wall so she's at least like sat up a little, and then I'm gonna approach Ernest, like looking to him, seeing something's off, and I'm gonna take my coat off and try to reach out for like that sword to try to see if I can just take it from him and wrap it up.
Okay, he's just staring at his kind of ruined hand, clutching this sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull it from you in a sense, you know what I mean, and then wrap it up in my coat and like set it to the side.
Are you trying to hold on to the sword?
I think he will try, but I don't think it's gonna be real helpful. He just took essentially holy ag fire damage to the hand.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull it out, and just his hand is just gonna crumble away to ash. He'll heal it later, but
Yeah. As you pull it away, like pieces of his palm, like charred pieces of his palm come off onto the blade, and one of his fingers literally disintegrates in front of you.
And Enili's like grabbing it like with the cloth, like, and he's like feeling gross touching it, and he's looking at
Yeah,
this
Enili, as soon
spectacle.
as you, even with the cloth over it, when you physically come into contact, I mean, not actual contact, but delayed contact through this cloth, you get this sense of, I am unworthy.
Maybe we deserve this, as I like
Oh,
pull it off and like toss it to the side as I'm watching his hand crumble, and then I try to step away, walk with Mistress into the room.
Ernest, there's still like a little bit of just like that it's gonna resonate with you for a little bit of that feedback loop, but it's not nearly as strong now that the blade has.
it's not being reinforced.
It's not. Yeah, it's not being reinforced. Like it's still there, but you are able to function.
Yeah, he'll kind of roll his sleeve up past his ruined hand, and this might be the first time that people will see that there are words branded into his skin underneath where those burns are.
We're going to get to that later. Isolde,
Get to that.
Ernest, let's try to get the other professor. Let's get David in on this. We need another brain if one of them is offline. No offense, Enili.
Is there a way for me to rouse myself out of this traumatic stupor that I'm in?
Yeah. Give me a composure resolve.
I'm probably gonna rouse the blood for this because both of those are.
Don't get hungry. Don't get hungry. Can you make it day 3 without getting hungrier? Day 4?
This is day 4.
Holy shit.
That was
Day
episode
4.
2 that this bitch fucking drained a guy, and
One success.
you do not get hungrier.
Yes! Alright.
Entire
Hey,
campaign at Hunger Zero.
She's literally
That'd be
let's see
amazing.
how many fucking days she could go without getting hungrier.
We need the bot.
We need
So-
we need a counter. I will work on that. I'm gonna program a fucking counter.
Days since last.
Okay, I got
hunger.
3 successes.
Days.
Days
Yep.
since less hunger. You got 3 successes. You're able to
Yes.
snap out of it. There's gonna be that lingering because of experiencing that psychic blow. But you're able to break out of that, snap out of the hallucination that it triggered.
Cool. Cool.
Cool,
I like
tick,
not
tick.
being a husk. Cool.
So, Ernest, Isolde, go phone David. Professor, are we allowed in?
Yes, you may go in. I suggest you take Ernest with you. I can phone David. David's a colleague of mine.
Okay.
I would be happy to do so, but my dearest Ernest is very talented at finding objects.
Right. Ernest,
Ernest
are
with his
you
strong
okay
hand
to
will
do
come in,
this?
I could try my best. I can't make any promises.
Okay. All right.
Odette steps back into the hallway and pulls out her like Nokia brick phone and dials David's number.
His office number.
No, she has his cell phone. He's a Kindred.
My
your
jitterbug
brick.
Or your
Jitterbug. Yeah.
My jitterbug
his little jitterbug.
has one large button on it.
We've got one from the sheriff that just says like "call sheriff" as a button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring. Does David answer?
And David will answer.
David.
Oh, well, this does work.
David.
Yes.
It's Odette. We're at the Chantry. Your coterie is here and requests your presence.
Oh, by then, all means, I'll be there as quickly as I can.
All right, do you know where the chapel is on campus?
Of course.
Okay, go to the chapel. Go towards the pulpit. To the left, there'll be a staircase. I will have one of my Tremere meet you there.
On my way.
And she hangs up. Doesn't even say goodbye. Just... So David's on his way. Odette comes back
David's on
and
his way.
lets you guys know that David is on his way.
Perfect. All right. Let's get through the
Odette,
dusty.
as you guys go in there, Odette peers through the door. I always wondered what this office looked like.
Oh, I guess you went to student of his.
No, I was not a pupil of his. I happen to know our prince through emissary work. And my presence was requested in St. Ardent after he met his final death.
Interesting. What did Stephen mean the old ways?
So prior to the pyramid falling, there was a certain way that us Tremere handled ourselves. How we conducted ourselves, conducted business. Now that the pyramid has fallen, there are many of us who do not subscribe to the old ways of thinking. We see them as secretive, archaic. We still very much want to pursue knowledge, but we are less concerned with sharing that knowledge as we were before. And that's what I believe that he was so concerned with.
Well, are there books that you're looking for whatever research of your own that might be in here?
I mean, yes. I deeply would like to see if there's old records from his time as Primogen to books that he has pulled from our library. There's plenty of things to be hopefully found in this office.
How long was he Primogen? Was he Primogen when, I'm assuming, the city was founded?
No. I would say roughly 100 years. Though approximately I would estimate 60 to 70 years after St. Ardent was founded. I don't know who his predecessor was.
But that might be in there.
That might be in the office. Absolutely. There's plenty of records that are missing.
Yes, the princess said so. So has the seneschal and everyone else. So,
I would not be surprised with I do not know the level of betrayal that my predecessor engaged in against the Camarilla.
Well, I would assume he's like he would have been like a keeper of secrets for the Camarilla, right?
It's possible.
So
It's possible.
if you can keep the secrets locked behind something that can dust a vampire.
But from my understanding is that his crime was treason.
Like, he was an anarch, or he was something else?
I don't know the specifics. I don't think it was him being an anarch. I have my suspicions, especially now, that he was working for not us.
Fun. All right. Well, maybe there's a journal in there that says so.
Yeah. So,
Well,
who is all in the office?
raise hand.
Everybody in the office.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
And David, we'll just say that you meet the Tremere at the door, and he ushers you down to the office. And do you go into the office?
Yeah, David would walk in, probably smelling a little earthy. Oh, what happened here?
Tremere bullshit.
Hey, watch your tone.
I'm a little bitter.
I understand. That is not the type of impression that we want to leave you here with. However, I do ask that you be respectful while in my domain.
Of course.
Thank you. But he was
Magic things.
But he was a shit.
Oh,
David, you would see a pile of ash right by the door, and you would see the door to the office split in half, long ways, and lying on the floor.
I see. I'm not going to ask questions about this right now. What are we doing?
Looking for journals, any records that might elude us. Also, we found out that Mr. Pile Bash was a maintainer of the wards of the city, and he had been doing it alone since... We don't know. He decided to spit at me and be an asshole.
The wards.
Well, the
Some of
ward
them at least.
Right.
maintainer. But he said that he was sworn to secrecy, which I'm assuming... He said he was bound to the city, which would make sense if he's bound to a ward, I guess. He was supposed to maintain certain wards in a certain area, which, again, we didn't get that information because he was an asshole, but...
Because he
So was
was
any-
an asshole.
So was anyone else maintaining the wards that we know of?
They're all dead.
All of them.
All of them.
Now all of them are, yes.
No,
Well,
everyone's
no.
dead.
Now everyone's dead. He said that since ever the other ones had died, he had been improvising the ward maintenance of the wards that he didn't know how to maintain. Because the ritual for each ward is different, I'm assuming. That's what that means. I'm smart ones in the room.
He had said that they were maintaining different parts of the ward, and he was just a simple part of it, and that, like you said, he had to improvise for the people who could no longer maintain their parts.
He also did
Which-
have access to this room, so there could be more information in here.
True. Like the ritual to bind people to maintain wards. But that means improvising, he might have fucked up. hence maybe the weakening of the wards slowly over time. And maybe that might have sent up alarm bells or whatever to the hunters.
Yes, I think the problem is far worse than we imagine.
Yep.
And from my understanding, Odette speaks up. From my understanding and what I am learning as of this evening is that our wards within the chantry are somehow tied to these city wards, so as they fell, ours are falling.
Do you
And
think
pointing
like
at the
this?
office. Was that one of them?
No.
Oh, good.
No,
Yes.
that was my predecessor's attempt to make sure that nobody discovers his secrets.
Yay. All right. So we're trying to find said secrets, which means we're trying to find the ritual probably that made the ward and the ward maintenance.
There are several things in this room that you guys can find. All right. If we want to do we want to do a group roll where you guys have to hit a certain number of successes as a threshold? Do we want to do individually? It's up to you guys.
I have some intelligence.
It's gonna be wits investigation.
Wits investigation.
Sure, why not?
Love that.
That's my role.
Would Camarilla politics?
No.
No, nothing.
No.
Like that? Watch me two boys from Camarilla. Great. Cool.
I mean,
How about
you
occult?
might be you would be like, okay, so I will say this. You can either give me wits investigation or wits occult. You will find different things based on what you guys discover.
Well, I've already done wits investigation. I got 1 success.
Cool.
I like wits occult because I get more dice.
Wits investigation, 4 successes.
Okay.
Wits investigation 2 out of the 3 that I rolled.
Proud of you.
Wits occult 3.
Okay.
It's a cult 5.
All right. So what I will say is that off the bat, each of you are able to find a single page of the letters. So we'll just go down the row. Ernest, you'll find page 1. Isolde, you'll find page 2. Mistress Lux, you'll find page 3. David, you'll find page 4. And Enili, you'll find page 5. There are still more things to discover in this office, and I will give you guys the opportunity to, but we can start there. So if you want to look in our lovely docs.
And you said page 3 for Mistress Lux?
Yes.
Or letter 3?
I'll put them up on the screen for our viewers at home.
Oh, fun.
And then if you guys would each read your letter, I would appreciate it.
Are we doing it in order?
Yeah.
So I think it's starting me with 1.
Yes.
From Michael Alric to those who shape the ground. You draw power from something you call an avatar, a wellspringing, a conduit, the source through which will become reality. Blood sorcery binds power to the self. It does not replace the self. That is its flaw. If an avatar is what grants mages their authority, then it is not sacred. It is usable. I am prepared to betray any structure that insists such power must remain unreachable. Oh, goody.
Okay.
Letter 2. From Brother Matthias to Michael Alric. Avatars are not tools, they are anchors. They bind will to consequence. Consequence. They remember every act done through them. Mages do not wield power. We survive proximity to it. Whether such proximity can be forced rather than earned is uncertain. Your interest suggests sufficient ambition to explore the risk.
Now to letter 3.
Letter 3 from Michael Alric to Brother Matthias. The Camarilla fears concentration of power because it exposes weakness. Stability is merely fear made polite. I have begun isolating ward oversight. Redundancy breeds witnesses. Witnesses breed restraint. If ascension requires the tower's ignorance, I will pay that price gladly. Let them keep eternity. I will take divinity.
Letter 4.
Letter 4 from Michael Alric to Brother Matthias. If an avatar is the source of mage power, then it is transferable. Blood binds essence. Vitae overwrites allegiance. If an avatar were bombed, consumed, or displaced through blood sorcery, the result would not be magic, it would be sovereignty. Tell me the truth. Would the city endure such a transformation?
All right, and letter 5.
From Brother Mathis to Michael Alls. Endurance is not the measure of transcendence. Cities endure conquest constantly. They are reshaped, not destroyed. Avatars do not vanish when stressed. They adapt. They fracture, they reorganize. If your will is sufficient, the system will align around you. If it is not, the fault will reveal itself.
This is interesting.
How high is everyone's occult?
3.
3? 2?
3 as well.
3?
0. She needs nothing with a cult. So why would she need that? She's here to cause some pain.
Okay, so David and Enili, you have heard of mages. I don't believe that even with Occult 3 you would know about avatars. You might have heard whispers. Potentially that's where a mage is able to do great works from. But you don't know any of the specifics.
Endurance, transcendence, fractures.
Affinity? What? He was trying to reach Golconda of all things? I've heard of it. I don't believe in it. Look.
No, because that's less of. Seems to be the opposite way. This is more dominion.
What do you mean, dominion?
I think
Golconda is becoming one with the world to like be closer to humanity. Taking divinity by force is domination. It's taking
I know
authority.
about
It's
domination.
it's the opposite side of that. It's not becoming world with the world. It's becoming putting yourself above the world. This man was looking for power.
I think
Stealing it from mages, from bare bones. I can see here.
Ascension, though? But
so.
And because we got this raid, guys, again, thank you for the raid. Each of you guys gets to restore 1 willpower point.
thank Christ. Speaking of gods,
Chat comes in clutch.
thanks,
The
Chad.
gods are merciful today.
Thank you,
I'm
chat
back, I'm back
gods.
to 3 willpower. Yay.
So, I think I have a conception of what's going on.
A conception is better than nothing.
Where the hell have
So-
you been?
Well, about that, yes. So I had an inkling it was time to talk to some other sources. So I went to some of my contacts with the native peoples of the area and spoke with them about what's happening. And they provided quite a bit of insight, actually. So if you're familiar with native peoples, a lot of them have a concept that the land itself has a will, right? That the land is not a static being. It's a spirit, really. It's a thing that has feelings, thoughts, will of its own, right? So they told me that in the 1800s, a group of something, men in red and gold, not soldiers, not traders, just something else, holy, perhaps in some way, came here and imposed their will on this spirit of the land. Take that as you will with what we've just read in these letters.
But you said the 1800s, right?
The 1800s.
So,
However, whatever they did, for lack of a better word for it, fucked everything up. They changed the nature of this spirit and made it angry. And that is where what they call the Nightwalkers come in. I don't think I need to add that the Nightwalkers is probably our kind. And the Nightwalkers didn't fix the problem, but put the lid on the jar of bees, as it were.
So could it be whoever he's sending these letters to are part of the group that came to fuck everything up? To
Yes.
put it in layman's terms.
That would be my take on it.
It feels
So,
weird to say professor now. Odette.
My dear.
Are all Tremere connected to I guess, what is it, mages or whatever?
There are stories. There are stories that the original Tremere were mages and somehow figured a way to transcend and become immortal, vampires, kindred. But those are just stories.
So this is a weird question. Could he have been wanting to kind of reverse it or become something more than what allegedly the stories of the first Tremere were?
I
mean, he was searching for divinity.
From the sounds of his letters, it sounds like he wanted something more than just simply being immortal. He wanted power that blood sorcery could not grant him. That's the way it sounds to me. I must confess, my knowledge of mages is limited. Their magic is not the same as ours. The sorcery, they do not utilize the same skills that we do. They're able to do universe-bending work with the aid of their avatars.
So, with their ability to bend reality, they fucked up the spirit of the land.
So
I'm assuming that's who the people in red and gold are.
without concrete evidence, I cannot say for certain, but that is the way it sounds. Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't have been hunters. And it wouldn't have been Tremere, probably, if Tremere were the ones to put the lid on it. The question is are these...
Would be... we already seen one artifact of true faith that... I mean...
hunters?
Colonizers taking something they don't understand and turning it against its purpose is fairly fitting.
So it's...
Thank you again for we got another raid. You guys, instead of getting a willpower this time, you will get to add 1d10 onto your next roll.
Amazing.
Now continue. Sorry for the interruption.
I don't know. This is above my pay grade and also my understanding of everything. Look, I'm...
Right. We can't... the details on that I don't think are as important. Is that there was a spirit here. We got that.
Yeah.
Someone tried to change it and anchored it, and then the Tremere put it in a box.
So, did they try to make the spirit... Because it's a spirit, so it's ineffable. It doesn't...
Non-corporeal.
Non-corporeal. So that means it's... Did they try to make it whole, and then it, whole?
I mean, the wards, they locked it in place, right?
Yeah, but
Kept
I
it
just...
from seeking out people. It seemed to be hunting both emotion and ourselves from what we know before.
Yeah.
So the Tremere that came before put it behind wards to lock it, and this seems that he was trying to unlock it in such a way to consume it, to take that power?
Or... Well, I think he was trying to get rid of contingency plans.
Yeah, he seemed to be switching up who was maintaining those wards so that they could be changed without anyone noticing.
And they would be loyal to him and him alone. Which means probably Stephen included.
Possibly.
Were his childer?
No, Stephen was not his childer.
And until the pyramid fell, we were all bound to each other through that, and they would have been bound to the Primogen. It'd be hard for them to disobey his wishes even if they wanted to.
But he seems so adamant not. I mean, even he was upset.
Remember
that
what
nobody
he
was...
said?
He said he was bound to the city.
He was bound to the city.
Mm-hmm.
He was...
He was the ward.
I wonder if Michael made him part of the wards. That's why our wards are falling.
They're all dead.
Wards don't usually last this long, so they needed something to power them. It seems Stephen might have been the battery powering the wards, or at least some of them.
What recent Tremere have been put to the sword or killed?
None.
Wouldn't have to be Tremere. He could have used anyone. Tremere makes the most sense, but...
Keep it in house.
Right.
But he could have
Also,
used... He could have used his ghouls. He could have used...
Oh. And ghouls, without upkeeping of blood, will die.
Do we have any of his ghouls still within the...
He's been dead for 70 years.
Yes,
they
but
would have
they can
died.
transfer ghouls. We wouldn't throw away ghouls that were useful. They know too many secrets.
No.
But if they were loyal to him and him alone, the prince probably would have just...
True.
Should we take another look around
Stephen.
and see if anything else
Stephen
pops
was
up?
one of his ghouls.
Originally one of his ghouls and then embraced.
Then he was embraced after.
Did he beg to be embraced?
No. He wanted to die as well. And part of his punishment was to serve us and serve the library.
Who else died with him? Or with...
There were many that were apparently guilty of treason, of treachery, of going against our prince. She was new in her princedom when this all happened, and I wasn't even brought in until after. So I do apologize, but I don't have all the answers.
But it looks like at least Michael was... connected to mages, at least.
There's got to be more in this office. There's got to be
Yes.
more. There's books. There's. We haven't even touched his desk yet.
Oh, how does the desk look? I'm sure it's just like dust. Just a blanket.
Yes, it's a blanket of dust. There's shapes of books, papers, larger papers on the desk that are coated in dust. As Odette looks at Enili and goes, "Enili, be a dear. Would you please check for traps?"
Enili tries really hard to not make an emotion when that is asked.
From his Primogen?
Yes.
Because it's not an ask, it's a you will do
Yeah,
this.
demand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
She
can
just-
you jump in front of this bullet for me? Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Of course. Primogen Odette. And Enili, like, kind of tries this almost slowly, but he reaches towards the desk as if it's about to bite him. And he literally just goes to, like, run his hand over the dust of the surface. And then he goes to, like, individually, like, kind of taps each one of, like, the drawers and handles attached to the desk. And I am just gonna personally roll a composure really quick.
Yeah.
So I actually got one single success. So Enili's like, he's obviously like, you can see a little concern in his eyes, but he's steadfast in it in the sense of like, I'm doing what I'm told.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm touching all over the desk and I'm opening drawers.
You don't see anything, just dust. Nothing happens to you. It's as though Alric believed that his wards on his door would have stopped. Doesn't appear to be anything warded in here.
As Enili's looking over it,
At least at his desk.
Can he inspect the like kind of under the desk and around the chair really quick? I'm trying to find the trap door, the secret bookcase, but like
If you give me a sense the unseen.
yeah. So a sense the unseen is it's passive, but I can roll an auspex. Would you like auspex and something else to try to find it?
Give me wits occult plus your auspex.
Okay.
I'll be super nice right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I will take it.
Don't forget
wait,
to roll a D. Add
You
a
get
D10.
an you get an
Yeah, I
extra
get one,
D10.
actually. All right. Okay.
Get an extra D10 for this roll. Thanks for the raid. It's one of the many ways that I am allowing chat to help in our storytelling. You guys can also use stream loots and get cards and play them and take away hunger or increase hunger or give willpower points or take them away or heal the entire party.
Amazing dice pool, but only 2 successes.
That's enough. You see a trunk that is warded over in the corner. You see the faint glow that is so characteristically present in almost all blood sorcery.
So I think Enili gets up from the desk after he goes over it and then walks over towards the warded chest or trunk. This seems interesting.
Interesting.
You
This
wanna
is
touch
warded as well. You know what? No safe rolls, am I right?
No safe rolls. Fuck it, we
I,
ball.
I just rolled just to see evens he would, odds he wouldn't, and I rolled a 6. So
I'll touch it with my strong hand.
I'll
yes.
touch it with my strong hand.
Enili is going to, just like how David hated it back in the parking lot, Enili goes down and takes a knee and goes to rest a hand right on this warded trunk.
Alright. I'm just trying to decide what I'm gonna do.
Just flip through the list of blood sorcery spells.
I literally
real
am.
quick.
I literally am right now.
We've
Eneli
seen-
explodes.
Nelly
Eneli conjures a big ball of light. It goes inside his body. He explodes.
Alright, I need you.
We need you to.
I know. I need you guys so much. So much. I just can't. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a pretty simple one, but I'm trying to figure out what I need you to roll against this. All right, so if you want to touch the warded object, you will need to spend a willpower and then roll stamina plus resolve. Your difficulty is 4. So you need 4 successes.
Sorry, I'm fucking up my rolls.
It's fine, take your time. It's all good.
Holy shit. 4 successes.
You got 4. You got the minimum. High five. You do not take 1 point of aggravated damage, my friend.
Ah, thank you.
You could have, but you didn't. You managed to put your hand on it and throw the lid open on this trunk. And that motion there breaks the ward. You look inside?
Oh, of course. And I think Enili had this extreme confidence. He just doesn't want to fail in front of his Primogen either. And
Oh, Jet's just in the corner and her eyebrows raised. Just one, just like, I'm impressed.
You know, if it's a bomb or something, I have means of opening things from across the room. Yes?
Why didn't we call you earlier?
You could have tortured someone.
Oh, what a shame I missed that.
Azul just motions towards the door on the floor. All right. I'm not going to even make you roll to find anything in this trunk. Enili, there is old papers that are disintegrating. There is half of a sigil and faded ink underneath where you pick out words of 3 moons, full cycle, containment, hum, but nothing that you can string together in a coherent sentence. But you see a large rolled up piece of parchment. If you were going to estimate it, it's rolled up, but it's probably like a good solid 20 to 25 inches long inside this trunk.
So I think Enili's gonna flip through the words, and he's gonna look the papers very carefully. He's not just, he's a good student at the end of the day. So he's not trying to tamper with the papers, but he's like saying these words out loud. 3 moons, a full cycle, a containment, a hum. And then he pulls out the parchment when he's saying that, and then he's gonna bring it over to the desk and like unroll it in front of everyone.
You guys can all now look at map.
Map.
And I will show our lovely viewers at home our little map evidence.
Well, I guess this is... I mean, we knew a little bit, but... What does that say on the bottom? M404...
Looks like another code.
R3S2 U3 L4 1 something.
I believe it's 1.
T2 I1A1.
So could I do a roll with this as well to see if Enili notices that some of these points are the same as our other map, but there's others added? Because I don't think I would just get that without a roll.
Yeah, give me let's do intelligence. You can do intelligence occult. You could do intelligence awareness. Your choice.
Did that nasty old man tell us how many wards there were total, or just how many he didn't tell us how many he was looking after.
He said it was divided. There were 4 of them? 5 of them? Right?
No, he didn't tell you guys a number.
He just said he was in charge of several, correct?
Yes. Well, hold on. Are these supposed to be initials? Maybe? Like S would be Stephen, and Stephen maintains 2 of the wards. Michael maybe maintained 4.
So there are nine initials down there, and there are 9 nodes, but the numbers don't add up, so I don't know what those would add to.
Or maybe it's a page from the... I'm going to sound insulting, and I apologize. Maybe the ward or the number corresponds with a page in a spell book that has the recipe to make these things? Again, not to be insulting. I know you're not
Possibly.
actually witches, but
Grimoires are a thing, though.
Enili. Give me a wits awareness roll.
All right.
so Michael, Steven, and then do we know how many ghouls were put to death?
On the last roll, when I was investigating it as well, I got 3 successes, and I decided to do an intelligence occult because I think it's obvious to Enili that he's seeing that some of these overlay, but he's trying to see if these symbols mean anything in an occult sense.
So the symbols are close to where the wards are, but they are not the exact positions of the wards.
All right, and then with
However,
the awareness and the wits, I just got 2.
However, you notice that the map and the sigil that's on the map resembles the key that you guys used before.
And it's the key is it the rune stones that we found with the same sigils on them, or am I thinking differently?
Yeah, this looks almost identical to the same patterns that was used before.
So I'm gonna like say it, like I'm pointing to the sigils and I'm pointing, like tracing all the dots. I'm like, Ernest, this is the same as the sigil work that we saw with the keys.
Oh, I'm completely wrong. So, if we would have found this earlier, we would have gotten it way quicker, though. Ernest is a brainiac with those type of things.
Also, because we just got another raid, you guys, you all get a willpower.
Love that. Thank you.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat.
they're just throwing down on stream loots and raids tonight. You guys are getting all sorts of goodies.
Yeah.
If does that sigil line up with the key? Because I still have that written down in my notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not the same sigil from before. Those
No.
were different shapes.
It's a different sigil, but you think that if given time, you could figure out what. And I will give you a hint. The numbers at the bottom correlate with those letters.
Mm. Well, and I'm assuming the church is, brain do the thing. Is the
404 error, Lux not found.
Yeah, Lux not found. She's like, this is too much about my thought
You're
process.
like, I am used to dominating people. A little too much thinking for my brain.
This is too much brain.
Too much brain.
Too much brain. The one of the dots is near where we climbed out of the sewer, though.
Mm-hmm.
Next to doing the brain thing.
I will give you a hint. Do you remember that hallway that was louder when you were first going through it?
Yes. Yes. No. Hate that. Gross. And then that other dot between the bridges is that bridge 6 and 7, or
Yeah.
where we initially started,
Yeah.
where the humming was.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
And then the other dot up at the top is the church.
Oh.
Damn! Now looking at the map, we really did go really far in the sewers.
I was not
Holy
kidding.
shit.
That's why I said
Holy
you guys
shit.
went. That's why I was like, you guys literally went probably like 5 to 10 miles in these tunnels.
God damn.
You guys spent hours in the tunnels.
The fact that these dots are corresponding where
I'll put the
That
map
map-
back up for those that just raided in. So
The
that
question
way
is-
they can see it.
the question is why didn't they put anything downtown?
Would have been just more difficult to dig tunnels.
Oh, true. I mean, we went through that tunnel though. The where that line from up in the neighborhood to where we climbed out in the sewer, that
David.
leads straight through.
David, give me an intelligence academics roll.
Oh, academics. Academics.
Academics.
Give me an intelligence academics roll. And you have a specialty for your folklore, don't you?
I do.
You can use that specialty in this case.
What's the one outside of downtown though? What was there before? It's kind of like a center point. A lot of things branch off of it.
5 successes.
You
And that's a critical too.
realize that the original you think back through your folklore knowledge of Saint Ardent, and it's like you're flipping through an old Rolodex. All right, you're flipping through and thinking and you're like, why does that center dot seem so important? Why is that itching at my brain? And then you realize that's where the original settlers were. That center dot, that's where they settled first. To the north, like to the northeast, was all controlled by the Metawakan Sioux. That center point that Lux pointed out, that was the original settlement. Downtown was not built on the original settlement.
Yes, that dot represents the original settlement of St. Ardent.
Okay. Well, what other parts? Obviously, that would mean other parts of the map corresponded with important areas to the city, or to the original colony, right?
Mistress Lux,
Do
you
they?
look at the other one by the church and realize that's St. Ulrich's Cathedral.
St. Ulric. Oh. Okay.
And then
What?
if I'm feeling it right, is the one to the north where the Sioux were living?
The north, so the Sioux were in the northeast. The northwest dot, the highest one, that's Saint. That's the Church of Saint George. That's near
Okay.
this. That's near this Church of Saint George.
St. Ulrich, St. George. Well, what are the other things? What
The
were there
hosp-
other churches?
The hospital.
Oh.
There's also near the hospital district. You're starting to wonder if all of these places were important to the settlers.
I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm not
There
even
is-
from here.
Well, perhaps we're getting outside of.
Ernest, do you speak Latin?
I do.
Do you want to roll to figure that out? Or do you want to actually physically try to figure out what it says?
I was trying to figure it out. I am so looped out with cold meds, so we're not doing as well. So I will gladly roll.
Okay. Give me intelligence. Occult?
Or academics.
Sure. Fuck it. Why not?
I get an extra dot out of that. So
Perfect. Do it up.
okay, we got 5 successes. Hopefully that's enough because there are 2 1s in my hunger dice. So if it's not enough successes, we get bestials. But I think that should be enough. Hopefully.
Let me grab the exact phrase that I had in my flippin' notes for you. Where did I put it? Where's my episode? You realize that the phrase is, you realize that the phrase is Latin. Quaret ubi mors ambulate, or seek where death walks. When Ernest says that, Isolde, you are suddenly thrown back into the moment when you'd stepped across the threshold to listen to the hum. And you realize that's what the hum was saying.
Those words. Do you remember in the sewers when you crossed over the other side and the hum was almost crushing?
Yes.
Those words are what I heard.
I just heard the thing.
You could say
You heard
hum. It's
words,
fine now.
but
I'm
hum.
embracing it.
I heard the hum. I didn't hear any words.
As she says hum, it's as though your madness network, Isolde, taps into the hum of the city. And you start to hear those whispers again. More ambulate. And it echoes and it comes and it goes and it's ambulate. Querite. Ubi mors ambulate. And it floats around your brain.
These dots, these places on the map, are they near cemeteries?
No.
Or are they grave
None of 'em.
sites?
Nope. None of them are.
Not old burial grounds, nothing?
Nope. In fact, where there would be burial grounds, David, from your knowledge of folklore and the Metawakan Sub tribe, there are no places of power or any of these points on the sigil that are anywhere close to that. They're all in the northeast corner, and if you look at the map, it's completely devoid of that. In fact, right now where the Hakata make their home is up in that northeast area.
That's just as informative in some ways. So none of these wards are near cemeteries or places of death or even near...
No. Seek where death walks. We are where death walks. This is the thing that drafted it towards us. It told the power under to seek where death walks. The sigil that we're seeing overlaid the city is what told whatever this is to seek us out.
Oh, so it's...
That
that would understand.
That's the spell. That's the thing driving...
That's the spell?
Yes. Yeah, if you lay this over the sigil, that's what it spells out. So you have to go back and forth through the key. Oh,
you mean the from the
circle
keystone?
Key. Yeah, the circle key. Those letters at the bottom don't relate to this yet that I can see. But
okay.
Yeah, no, it took me a second. But no.
So each one of those has a version of this sigil in the keystone.
Yeah, the original. I think it's. I think we need to go to where that very loud sound was.
What you realize in the bottom, those letters, they only correspond with Mor's ambulate. It's like Michael hadn't fully figured this out yet.
Do you think it correlates to the root symbol we've been seeing?
Possibly. I think we might need to see.
Maybe. And she'll just like tilt her head. She'll be like, "It doesn't really look like a tree, but maybe he was stamping."
So what you guys realize in this moment, so that you can put things together, you're dealing with two different magical powers. You have what the Tremere put in place, which is located not at the same locations as this map. They're near them. But so the Tremere set up their wards nearest these places of power. These places of power are what corrupted the land in the first place.
Yeah, so there was the land and the power there, and then someone put this sigil on top it to corrupt it and direct it to hunt us, and the Tremere put wards on top of that to keep it from doing that.
Oh.
That's why they're close to these places of power but aren't in the same place.
Oh, okay.
As those wards fail, it falls back on this directive of seeking out where death walks.
Oh.
So we're fucked. Royally.
Or we destroy this and let it return back to what it's supposed to be.
To kill us.
No. Originally, it didn't kill us. Originally, it was just the spirit of the land. Then someone turned that spirit to hunt us with this sigil, and the Tremere just put a lid over it to keep it from doing that, but didn't fix it. They just tucked it under the bed for someone else's problem.
Odette is looking at the letters as you guys are talking. We need to find the rest of these letters. They have to be here. This ends too abruptly. There has to be more.
Of course. But so the keystone, was it one of these, or was it one of the Tremere?
I think it uses the same key, because to affect this system, the Tremere adopted it to put their wards in place.
Okay.
Because they need to use the same magic, essentially, the same sigil system.
Oh. So did we break one of the wards for the Tremere or for this?
One of
the Tremere.
Yes.
So, if we broke the keystone,
No, I think we'd have to go to where that loud humming was.
oh.
That's the place of power that we're going to have to go to figure out exactly what this is or how it was changed there.
You will have to break each individual place of power or find the point that all depend on.
It's either try and rebuild the wards the Tremere did, which I don't think we can do, or try and break the original change to set the city free so it just goes back to being the spirit of the city and not actively trying to kill us all.
Yes, rebuilding the... I agree with that assessment. From what I've learned from the native peoples is that if you just reward it, you simply kick the can down the road. It's still angry, and it's not getting any happier if you imagine, I don't know, putting a
Climate
wasp
change.
in a jar and shaking
I
it.
mean, you took a hunting dog and told it to hunt something and then locked it up where it can still see us, but it can't do anything about it.
Yes.
It's
Like,
just been
yeah.
rattling its cages for however long this wards have been there, and now it's starting to break loose.
Now the question is, if we break the ward that's corrupting it, will it try to stop us? Or will it want us to?
Both?
I think the additional...
What could go wrong?
Yeah. I think the additional problem you have is if the hunters know about this and
They'll
they
want to-
break the wards before we do what we need to do, what is
So-
the term? Fucked?
Yes. So we're being chased while trying to not tame, but fix a broken dog.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it
The-
seems maybe they don't know about the tunnels.
Maybe.
It's not all of
Probably
them.
not. At least
Not all of them, yes.
Do you
They didn't follow us.
Did your
into the
native
tunnels.
did your native contacts, I mean, are some of them like us?
No.
No.
Or that's true, right?
Yeah, none of them are
Storyteller.
like,
Okay.
no, none of them.
Would they be able to help us break the wards? Not the Tremere wards, but the
I'm going to be honest with you, is they want the wards broken.
which wards?
All of them. They want this
Oh, well, okay.
this
that
thing
makes sense.
they want this thing let out regardless of the consequences.
Well, if
They
we
want, so from what David learned, they want it to go back to being the spirit of the land. They
Okay.
want the opportunity to be able to make it go back to being the spirit of the land. However, they don't care about the consequences.
Okay.
Understandably, we are the consequences.
Obviously.
If
It's not going to be, well, hopefully we can get
Oh, red
to
and gold.
reset it to where it was originally and not just stop at the we've released the angry spirit to hunt us all down.
Yes.
Jumping
Yes.
over
That's
that
what I'm
step is
saying. Would
important
they
for
be
us.
willing to help us break the wards that corrupted it in the first place?
that might be a possibility, yes.
So
Do they know how to do that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
That's
don't know
why
if we
I'm
know how to do
asking.
that yet, so
They've
Well,
from what I can tell, they've whatever these red and gold colonizers did, it messed up the way that these people communicated with the land. So I'm sure that they will help however they can, but can they help? But it doesn't hurt to ask.
so true. All right. Let's look for more things.
Everybody give me your rolls.
And that is the wits investigation.
Yep.
Or wits and occult.
Yep, wits investigation or wits occult.
Okay.
And we will see if we can find more letters.
I'm going to use a willpower that I got back.
Thanks, chat.
Also used.
Thanks, chat.
I've used both of the willpower that we got back, but I did get 6 successes there.
Hell yeah.
I got 2 successes doing wits occult.
It's 8.
I got 3 with wits investigation.
That's
So
11.
3 out of 3.
Yeah, buddy.
I will use that extra die.
Oh, I guess I could have used that extra die, couldn't I have?
Well, you can hold on to it for the next one.
Yep.
All right, 2 successes on what's called.
Okay, so that's 13. Enili?
2 as well.
15.
15. That is the benchmark, my friends. You find the rest of the letters, but before we read them, we're going to go take a break. Because it has been 3 hours, and we need to stretch our legs and go pee and do that things. So thank you so much to everybody who has been hanging out and watching. Please stick around. We'll be gone for about 8 minutes or so. We're going to go use the restroom, unshrimp ourselves, and grab a snack. And we will see you guys back here in like 8-ish minutes. All right? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Go check out the store.
Yeah, check out the store.
Go
Goodbye.
buy yourself a shirt.
You are listening to St. Ardent by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play podcast. If you're enjoying the story, please consider following our podcast. If you'd like to watch us live, we are live every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific over on twitch.tv/tacticalpinup. Now, back to the shadows.
Where?
That's
That's
all they
how we
heard.
come back.
That's how we
Great.
came back. Butthead, where? Hi, chat. Welcome back from break time. You guys all have a good stretch. Good stretchy stretch. Thanks for hanging out, allowing us a moment to pee and do other things.
Be humans.
Be
and not
humans.
Kindred.
I was trying to find a good spot for us to take a break, and you guys just kept rolling. And I was like, all right, well, I guess we're just gonna sit here, and when I can find a natural place where we can take a break, we can take a break. All right. So we have several letters to read.
Yes.
Yes, we have several.
5 through 8.
Correct. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I need 4 people. Let's just do the 4.
Did Enili not read letter 5?
Oh no, Nilly read letter 5. Yeah. So
Oh.
it's just 6. It's just 6, 7, and
6
8.
through
So
8.
we're gonna say Isolde, Mistress Lux, and David.
Okay.
And I will queue up on our evidence. I'm gonna hide the map, and we'll go to letter 6.
All right, letter 6. From Michael Alric to Brother Matthias. It responds to me. When I alter the load, the city shifts. When I bleed pressure, it calms. The Tremere believe I am maintaining the wards. I am preparing a vessel worthy of an avatar's weight. Stephen keeps the system breathing. He does not need to understand what it will become.
No.
Letter 7. From Brother Matthias to Michael Alric. You mistook proximity for dominion. Avatars do not crown gods, they test them. Consumption destabilizes the source that grants power. It does not replace it. Your execution will not undo what you have taught the city. It will merely conclude the experiment. See you in hell.
And then letter 8.
Letter 8 appears to be only a partial letter and says, they fed me truths in pieces, different hands, different networks. each confirming just enough to feel inevitable. I believed I was assembling doctrine. I was following a path they built for me. The avatar theory was real. The geometric data was real. What they removed was the cost. They did not mean for me to ascend. They meant to see how far the system could be pushed. But I was close, closer than any Tremere before me. The city answered when I willed it to. I will not be dragged to judgment. I will go willingly. Let them kill me and call it justice. They will remember Michael, I think it says Michael Alric, something. That's the letter.
I think it says damn it. Because that looks like a T and a D.
I think so too.
That looks like damn it. They'll remember Michael Alric, damn it. Who knows? It's ripped. But I love the fact that it says, see you in hell, bitch. Well, it doesn't say bitch, but it's implied.
Odette just sits back, leaning against one of the bookshelves. So he meant to be a god.
I see perhaps he might have been manipulated by our enemies so they could learn more about the system.
That doesn't make him any less evil.
Oh, no. I wasn't implying that at all.
Well, it means he was stupid. Well,
Stupid.
ambitious.
Those can be one and the same. Ambition can blind.
Professor,
Oh.
do we know if this brother Matthias is still living, or if he was not kind?
I would assume, given the manner of these letters, that, I mean, this was roughly towards the end of Primogen Alric's time before he met final death. I have an inkling now to think that they were the ones that spread information about him being disloyal to get rid of him.
Do you think it might have been, this is a stretch, but I mean, brother, that means maybe part of the clergy, which might mean part of St. George's.
It's entirely possible. I would not doubt it. I would not put it past them to be working with mages or have mages amongst their ranks.
Or tortured mages to learn more about.
Brainwashed. There's several unknowns that we have right now, but I do believe we have some constants. One being there are somebody within our ranks that is working still with St. George, the Knights of St. George. At least 70 years ago there was. Because how would have they passed that information if it wasn't through a contact?
Ghouls.
Absolutely.
The Ghoul Network.
They are our biggest weakness and also our biggest tool.
As a former ghoul myself, the Ghoul News Network, as we called it, at least in Boston, was a great tool to use. We were able to keep a lot of things safe and also know when to skedaddle.
Right, but it's not foolproof.
Oh, of course not.
So it would be a very easy system to infiltrate. That being said, these letters are probably 70 years old at this point. From the looks of this map, it looks to be about the 1930s, roughly.
So World War II was going on.
Right.
Lots of mayhem, lots of things.
Right.
So people could have slipped by,
Correct.
being unnoticed.
Correct. So, my concern now is we have several problems, not enough understanding, and failing wards. We do not know how much time we have left, and we do not know what the consequences would be.
I think we know what the consequences will be. We'll have a thing on our hands going to kill us, or going to put fire to kindred bodies. And whoever stands in their way.
It may be so angry it just sinks the whole city into the river.
That's true too. I mean, I'm sure it could feel what's going on in the world in general, and climate change and war and famine and hate. It's just feeding on of it. And maybe it'll see it as a mercy.
We should bring this to the Seneschal.
Of course.
We need to
Agreed.
bring all of this to the Seneschal immediately.
Primogen, if I may,
Enili?
I would like to offer, if it's enough, a minor boon for access to possibly some help to researching a lot of these pieces within our own libraries for the little time that we may have.
I will accept your minor boon. You have our full support and whatever resources we can provide.
And he looks to the rest of his coterie really quick, not to Ernest though, and he thinks of what Odette had said earlier about the secrets and the culture, because Enili's his own weirdo. But he then after looking to the rest of the coterie, he looks back to Odette. These aspects that were in the chest as well, this cycles with the containment and the hum, these are all obviously vectors to these basic ritual components. Maybe we could construct something to not conceal this hum, but I saw the mortals using a technology to track it. Maybe it's possible we could use this information to try to hone in on wherever these are resonating from, just to get a better idea of where to actually go, considering these hunters might be looking for the same thing.
Absolutely. Whatever resources the Chantry still possesses are at your disposal. Your minor boon absolutely covers that.
Well, we did pick up that piece of technology from the hunter, and there was one in the sewers as well.
There might
In
be
the tunnels.
There might be a way that we can do a combination. We should also talk to the Nosferatu to see what.
That's who has it.
Okay. If there's some way that we can imbue it with blood sorcery.
The Nosferatu smashed it. I asked them to make a copy, but they smashed it. They were scared.
Oh, that's true.
But did they pull the data from it?
Yes.
We might be still able to reconstruct something. That's still helpful. It's not perfect, but it's helpful. For now, might it be okay if I join you all in meeting with the Seneschal? I have several concerns at this point.
I mean, he is.
Of course.
We're not his door, so we're not going to let you.
Of course,
outside.
of course, but you are the Prince's coterie, are you not? I do not wish to intrude on your debrief, however. I would like to lend my aid.
The aid is good, so.
All right, shall we then?
Go away.
All right, you guys begin to make your way out of the Tremere Chantry and up the steps back into the small, humble chapel that is on the campus grounds. And you make your way out into the frigid night air as snow begins to fall gently onto the ground. Are you guys gonna all ride in one vehicle? We gonna take the Suburban?
We gotta bump
Yeah.
the NPR with the Primogen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so Ernest and Enili are going in another car. Cool.
I think we all travel together.
Yeah, we
Due
could
to,
bump
like-
together. I don't mind.
Yeah, due to the hunter's
Okay.
attack.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can get into the stolen Suburban
That my
Yeah.
blood is still all over.
that your blood is still absolutely all over.
The snow is, taking care of it. It's fine.
Sure, it's pink now.
Yeah.
It's wet snow.
It's
It's
pink.
wet snow.
Like, don't eat yellow snow, don't eat pink snow.
Or do if you're hungry.
Oh my god, an accidental ghoul would be hilarious.
I am rolling my eyes at you right now. No. I'm just gonna say,
Worst snow cone ever.
if somebody draws merch of a bloody snow cone and we can put worst snow cone ever on it, like a picture of it, I will put it on merch. You have been
Perfect.
tasked. You've been tasked, chat.
There you go.
So you guys all get into the Suburban in your college gear because your other clothes were absolutely destroyed. And you pile in with the Primogen. And she looks to you, Mistress Lux, and goes, "Oh, where would you prefer I sit? This is your vehicle, and I do not wish to invade your hospitality."
I will sit up front. You can sit in the back.
She nods and slides into the back of the Suburban with the others. Grace is just seated in the front, waiting to be told where to go.
Race back to the oh god,
Glass
The-
quartered lab.
the glass quarter lab. Yes.
Right away. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
All right.
It's strange. Weird things, but don't worry about it.
On the ride over. And before I do this, in this setting, do the Lasombra still have their kind of fingers in the church? In St. Ardent, in particular.
I don't see why not.
Okay. I'm going to call Lasombra Primogen. I've forgotten his name, but
You're gonna call the Lasombra Primogen.
I called him before.
All right.
Didn't I?
No, you did. Yeah. You know what? Yes. Why the fuck not? Absolutely. So you are calling Silas Corvin.
Silas Corbin. That is a fantastic Lasombra name, by the way.
Thank you very much. I try. So you call Silas. Are you doing it in the vehicle where everyone can hear, or are you wanting to do this separate from where people can hear?
Let me do it before we get in the vehicle. It won't
Okay.
take me long.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody else is in the vehicle, and you're sat outside of the vehicle or a ways away from the vehicle making this phone call. Silas answers almost immediately and goes, "Yes."
Primogen, I need a favor.
Another one. What is it this time?
Yes. And of course, I offered the payment of at least a minor boon.
Of course.
How much access do we have to knowledge about an organization called the Order of St. Michael?
I mean, we don't have any affiliation with them. However, we do have affiliation with other churches. We have our foothold in some others that I'm sure that we could tap into the clergy to gain information. It will take some time.
Any information would be beneficial.
Absolutely.
We need to know more.
Give me a day or two to compile what I can, and I will set up some teams for surveillance.
Thank you. And I'm sure you're aware of the possible hunter cell in our territory.
Yes, I was actually just notified that I should head towards the Seneschal's office. So I will see you there. I assume you
Excellent.
are going.
Yes.
I will see you there. And he hangs up.
All right, I'll get in the car.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do on the way?
No, not now.
All right.
This is a post Seneschal happening.
Yeah, I look longingly at the warm bodies we pass, wishing I could drink some of their blood.
Perfect. Odette notices and looks at you, Enili. I have no problem with you drinking from any of these folks, but really, you need to stop drinking on the college students. There's only so much flu and drinking that will cover that.
Enili looks almost embarrassed. Because mentally he took the note earlier, but he like turns away from his looking and looks to his Primogen. Of course, I'll find a new area. I'm just, old habits.
Or at least keep it to the seniors. All right? Can you at least do that? Senior housing.
I'll just, I just won't even be around the college for it. I promise.
Listen, if you're starving, that is one thing. But really, the freshmen...
Ew, don't be a creep, Enili.
It's not even him being a creep. It's just that they're young and they're stupid and they drink a lot.
So
And
Enili
so
looks at them and nods.
They're already weak. Like, at least feed off of the seniors that have, decided to actually take their education seriously.
Or the football team. Don't you have a football team?
No, we don't have a football team. Why would a small college like ours have a football team? That's laughable.
Sorry.
As they're both having that exchange, Enili is a sense. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to steal the spotlight, but he's flashbacking in the sense of he's run away to St. Ardent. All he's known before this is what he was taught to hunt in these college dorms, and what he saw between David and Mistress Lux was the first time he saw vampires feed on someone in such a brutal way. But he's trying to take this in and processing it, and he's really so he kind of, his gaze is back out the window as they continue the conversation, but he's acknowledged it in a way that he's not trying to speak on it harder though.
I think Mistress Lux continues and be a basketball team, baseball team at least? Athletes?
We've got track and field team.
Well, they have endurance.
They do.
So
I believe there's an intramural field hockey team.
There is an intramural, though it's more of a drinking league, if I'm going to be honest. It's not like they're going to win any sort of championship or whatnot, but we still love them all the same. And as she's speaking, because we're in a car, Frying Pan creeps up off of Ernest's shoulders and makes his way across everyone's lap to Enili to curl up and just
It's a cat. Whose cat is that?
rubbing against.
My cat.
That's your. Did you? Wait, why is the cat on Enili then?
My nostrils are just flaring.
Because he knows Enili doesn't like it.
Oh, well, good cat.
He doesn't really meow. He does this chortled squeak.
Yeah, he
That-
honks.
He's like, ah. Yeah, he's got drool hanging off him, and a little bit gets on Enili's clothes.
I'm blown. Calm down. It's not like it's your regular clothes. You're shot in those.
Did you know when a cat drools, it means they love you?
It's true.
Enili's going through a wave of emotions. He is just remembering he's not even in his own clothes anymore. It's like, fuck, that did happen. I was just shot at.
Yeah, we burned all those.
I really hope the sheriff didn't hear about that part.
I'm sure he will. Grace, welcome to the bullshit that is this wonderful world.
He's just looking at the burnt stump of his hand.
She
from the back.
smiles, she smirks, and looks over at you, Mistress Lux, and goes, "It is an honor." Continues driving.
She'll just look back and be like, what? It's a rite of passage, I guess.
Hey, if this is the only hazing I go through, then I'll consider myself lucky.
Just wait until you're like a full ghoul. It gets worse.
I don't think that with you it'll get worse.
It won't be from me.
That's fair. And she keeps driving. And you guys quickly approach and pull into the parking garage underneath Voss Holdings. And you guys, Grace stays in the car like instructed, and you all get out and walk through that familiar lab. There's no Nosferatu around, even if you look with Sense the Unseen. It's weird. No one's here. Every time there's been a Nosferatu here, and they're not here right now. But you guys continue up down the hall, past the familiar ghouls, back up the elevator all the way to the penthouse, out into the lava stone hallway with black granite flooring, and walk into where the offices are, not even pausing at reception. The receptionist, she doesn't even look up at you guys anymore. And you walk around to the Seneschal's office, and those doors, like they anticipated you being here, swing open. And the room is packed.
Oh, fuck.
There is every Primogen, every whip, and the Seneschal present in the room. Just the coterie we were waiting for. Tobias's drawl announces from his desk.
It's like being pulled into like the dean's office and like all the college deans.
All the
of
college
university.
deans are in there having a
It's-
meeting.
Yeah, it's like college deans
Oh, no.
in the president's office. You're like, well, I'm fucked. Cool, great, awesome,
Oh,
amazing.
no. It's a
feeling of
dissertation
dread
defense.
washing over me.
Oh, it is a dissertation defense for sure.
All right. So you guys walk in to the office and you guys are standing in this like 2 half moons of Primogen and whips, and the sheriff is there. And Ellie is there next to the sheriff as usual. And the seneschal is seated. Well, our prince is currently in other meetings. Can you guys tell me what the fuck is going on? What have
Bad
you
things.
discovered?
Bad things.
Elaborate for the rest of the class.
Well,
David, you see Silas nod gives me to you. Isolde, your Primogen is missing. She is not there. Or who you knew as your Primogen is not there.
Probably got what was coming to her.
Mistress Lux, you see the representative from the ministry there. There's a nod.
well, it seems hunters are at least, well, sort of the least of our problems. The former Primogen of the Tremere, Michael Alric.
You, as you say his name, you watch the entire crowd either scoff or roll their eyes. Not at you, but at the name.
They're kind of like doing the spit on the name, like
Yeah. This fucking guy.
this guy. Well, it seems that Michael Ulrich was keeping a lot of secrets. Secrets that were, how should I say it? David, Ernest, and Enili, Isolde.
And I allow my more magically attuned kindred to assist here. Ulrich seemed to be attempting to contact or corrupt a spirit of the earth.
Well, further corrupt.
Which he
the
referred
spirit
to.
of the earth.
Further corruptive spirit of the earth. He of course called it an avatar. And he wanted this avatar to help him to ascend in some way.
And according to your contacts, that being was corrupted before by people in red and gold attire whenever they came to St. Ardent originally. And the Tremere put a lid on it. And it seems that, I think, based on what Ernest and Enili got out of that, they, or the letters at least, Michael was trying to use said box to make himself more powerful. He was trying to ascend to godhood, essentially.
You see Tobias sit back in his chair and pinch the bridge of his nose. So what evidence do you have of this?
We have a bunch of
we'll
letters.
Just start laying things out.
Letters. Well, so I have a question.
Tobias starts passing them around to the other Primogen in the
I have a
Primogen
question.
Council to look. Yes.
How did you find out that he was not faithful to the Camarilla or kindred kind in general?
That was before my time.
It's always before somebody's fucking time.
But from what I've heard, it was brought to our attention that he had been in contact with hunters.
So, that's true. It seems that he thought they were mages and was manipulated to corrupt the sigils that the Tremere made.
So
He was stupid.
what
He was never going to ascend. He was just
he was
making
their
it
tool.
easier.
He was their tool.
Unintentionally, yes. The thing is how did we find out other than a hunter being captured and telling us?
That is not information I've been privy to. That would be a question for our prince. But I would assume through our ghouls or through Nosferatu spies. That would be my assertion of the situation.
Our assumption, based on evidence, is it was a ghoul, probably. The question is that ghoul still alive?
Probably not. All of Aldrich's ghouls,
I'm not talking about Aldrich schools.
I mean, several ghouls are as old, if not older. That would take days to sparse out. Do we have days?
I think we do, and she'll look around and be like, the magically inclined would be able to tell us more.
Depends on how fast the hunters work, because they're trying to break what the Tremere set in place to revert back this thing to hunting us.
We were told the wards are already breaking. We're not sure how many wards have been broken at this point.
And it
Well,
didn't help that
we know of
the
one.
person. Yes. Sorry.
Not
Again.
your fault. We did not know.
Well, I didn't know that there was a ward on the other side either. So, nonetheless, but there's other sigils, right? And the map. Those are from the original corruption. Our idea is to break the original wards before the Tremere wards are broken completely.
If that's viable. Yes.
Won't know until we go look at it, but we wanted people to know what was going on before we go in there in case something bad happens to us, I guess.
That's always good. You all have impressed me. Let me just be the first to say this. You've impressed me. I honestly thought you would fail and that we were just throwing fodder. But our prince obviously saw the potential in this group. So, we have one former Primogen who's been put to death, who was working with hunters or mages or both.
I think just according to this, and she'll point at the letter that's from Brother Matthias that says, like, see you in hell. I think according to that, it was specifically like, haha, in your face. We were hunters all along.
Mages had to have set up the original, so the hunters and the mages did work together. Whether that was still the case, we don't know. They do seem to know an awful lot about them. So, how are our wards failing? What did you guys find out?
So, the last of Michael Ulrich's ghouls was turned into, as a punishment, right? And she'll look at Odette, was turned into a Kindred.
She nods. Yes, and
well,
destined for servitude in the Tremere libraries.
Well, let's just say he's not faithful to anyone anymore. He was, with the other ghouls dead, he was maintaining the wards himself. But Michael Ulric put contingencies in place, so not just one person knew every ward. One ghoul knew one ward, or a few in a certain area, and then another ghoul knew another, and they were bound to the city in blood, right? That's what I gathered. Michael did that?
I believe so. Seemed they were... Wards wouldn't last this long, so they were used as some kind of battery to keep the wards going.
Yes.
Maybe?
The problem is Stephen, may he rest in hell, be tortured in hell, is dead. But he was maintaining the wards himself.
Odette speaks up and interrupts you. I gave them permission, as it was in my domain. And the seneschal nods, and then sits back.
Unfortunately, according to him, he was making it up with some of the ones that he didn't know himself. He was improvising. So, probably due to this improvisation, it could unintentionally weaken the wards, which probably sent alarm bells to the hunters to start looking for weaknesses.
And of those weaknesses, what did you discover when you went down into the sewers?
Well, with the one that we broke, when we went back into that tunnel, the hum got louder.
Okay.
As if it was getting a little bit more, I guess, angry.
It was speaking to us.
Well, speaking to you. There was a keystone, though. So there was a ward, and then I guess the original walls that were put up were the wards that the mages put up, maybe. And so
till we get deeper in there, we won't know if we can affect the original things or what we can do.
So the plan is to maybe break the keystones, and then at least the one at the broken wall that we were at, and then maybe that will keep it from getting too loud.
Odette speaks up. But you brought me that keystone, remember?
Yes.
You brought me the keystone. And you said it was already dislodged from the wall.
I guess because it was moved, but we also took down the wall. So even if there was an old wall, a keystone will nonetheless be movable.
Right, but what if they removed the keystone before you all...
They removed the keystone to weaken the ward, but not take down the wall so no one would notice it. There was a hole there. I mean, we could see through it from our side when we came the other way, so... When we came through that wall, we didn't unleash any magics, so I think that ward might have already been broken.
That is
Well,
what
remember that
That is what I think and what I surmise.
Nonetheless, basically we're just here to say that we're going to go into the tunnels eventually and start whacking away at sigils. So if things get a little wonky on topside, that's why.
There's another problem. As many of you have noticed, we are lacking 2 Primogen here tonight. One of them planned and one of them not planned. The planned is Clan Malkavian. Your Primogen has been put to final death for her utter failings. But the one that we were not counting on, our Nosferatu Primogen, is missing.
Well, that explains why all the Nosferatu are not in the building.
Correct. They are out searching. I would like for this coterie tomorrow night to go seek out the Nosferatu Primogen's haven. We have information to say it's in the basement level of the hospital. We're not sure the entrance. But that will be your task before you go into these wards. Because this is going to take all of us. And then,
Conveniently, one of those wards, and she'll point at the map, is right there, next to the hospital.
conveniently or inconveniently,
Convenient and inconvenient, which means conveniently we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not conveniently because, well, if the Nosferatu control the tunnels and their Primogen is not where he's supposed to be, and she'll...
as you gesture to the room, suddenly the entire building begins to shake violently.
I did not do that, I swear.
It is violently swaying back and forth. And if...
Oh, I wish you had done that. It'd make me much more comfortable right now.
Yeah, I start wondering a few things. Okay. Cool.
Now this is the Midwest. Earthquakes are not common. Not unheard of, but also not common. Very not common. The last one was like 150 years ago and caused the Mississippi River to flow backwards. Like, they are not common. But it appears as though the entire city is shaking currently. And you see Primogen grab onto anything solid, the built-in bookshelves, anything to stabilize themselves as the building sways back and forth. Suddenly you see a ceiling panel fall down in front of you and crash to the ground.
Oh, great.
And even after the shaking stops, the building still sways a little bit. And one of the Primogens speak up and go, "How do we stop this?"
Well, turn the spirit back into what it was intentionally.
Can we shore up the wards? Can we do anything? And Odette interrupts and goes, "We don't. Even if I were to gather every single Tremere blood sorcerer tonight, that's not enough. We don't have enough. And the missing records, I don't even know what stable looks like. I can't recreate this. I can't fix this. The wards are not failing at one point. They are failing all over, and all of our wards in the Chantry are tied to the city. This system is past the point of maintenance and fixing this." We've entered into
to
the
mention-
collapse. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
No. Wait. Cool. Tight.
Hey kids, do you like magic? You like mages?
I'm just glad we didn't have to escape a collapsing building in Team
That-
Zero Athletics.
And at least I could have made it.
Just jumping out the window.
Just jumping out the window and
soak
weight
the
of a feather,
superficial
baby.
from the fall.
Weight
I'll
of
just
a
soak the
feather.
superficial from the fall. Or I'm going to be upset in the morning when I have to wake up and make 3 rounds checks to heal this ag.
Oh god.
Yeah. But we just got a sub, and subs can heal 1 point of aggravated damage. If Drew wants to give that to you, he can tell us in the chat.
True.
That's one of the options. They can fully restore your willpower, or they can heal 1 point of aggravated damage. So, before we end tonight, though, officially, we need to deal with David's stains.
Yeah, I'm stained up.
David's got
Get the
2
morality.
stains.
Get the morality tied.
David's got 2 stains. David, would you please roll?
7 humanity with 2 stains. I get 1
dice.
I
One
believe.
dice.
One
Yeah.
dice.
And nope. That's the answer.
You drop in humanity.
I dropped to humanity 6. I'm like,
You
As
justify it.
killing that
Yeah.
guy was necessary. It was really no problem. I got no problem with that. That asshole had it coming.
He
At
deserves
least
it.
one of us thought that. I thought that. Shelly thought that. Yeah, that asshole had it coming. Lux is just like, I shouldn't have done that.
David, your stains go away. You drop to humanity.
Stains go
Womp
away.
womp. Womp
Humanity,
womp.
womp, womp.
Womp womp. You're like, fuck that guy. Well, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been episode 7 of St. Ardent by Night. Come back next week, I believe. I still got to talk to everybody about it because we will be here. I might need to come home from a little trip halfway through my trip to do it. It's just to another city. It doesn't matter. Anyway, you guys are wonderful. I love your faces. Everybody here loves your faces. Thank you so much. Check out nosaferolls.com so you can join our Discord, come talk with our cast, come be part of our community, and hang out with all of our tabletop shenanigans and whatnot. And we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Be well to each other. And don't forget, take the risk, tell the story. We'll see you guys next time.
And fuck ice.
And fuck
Fuck
ice.
ice.
Also, fuck ice.
I take my drinks warm because fuck ice.
I will now drink whiskey neat because fuck ice. Anyway, you guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Okay, bye. Everybody say bye.
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 This has been St. Ardent by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play, starring Clamps, Dapper Zombie, Shelley Von Miller, Fiona, Elm, and Ian. Story told by Tactical Pinup, production and editing also by Tactical Pinup. Thank you for stepping into the darkness with us. The storm over St. Ardent grows every night, and the coterie's choices will shape what rises from its depths. Until then, stay safe, stay sharp, and step inside the cathedral if you dare.